BIOMES add-on just came out, and so I'm going to enable it on a seed that a lot of us know quite well, the Survival Island seed, and we're going to see exactly how it changes, because this is the first add-on to use custom biomes, although there's a catch to that, we'll explain as we go into it. Let's create a brand new world first, and let's see what's going on with this for a little bit of what you might call a playthrough of Minecraft. I like to beat the game, and I like to do it in fun, different ways, and that's what we're going to do today with this add-on right here. The moment we first move, it starts a very long timer, like right now. Oh wait, it's an up timer, not a down timer. But anyway, wait a minute, no. The timer's not on screen because it's counting the wrong way. It's fine. Anyway, with that said, hello everyone. How are you doing in today's wonderful internet live stream? I hope you're having a good one. Today I'm going to be playing the More Biomes add-on, and we're going to be seeing exactly how it changes our world, because my first glance says not very much, but my second glance says, okay, I guess I see two brand new biomes, a volcano, and some sky islands. So this is an add-on which introduces new biomes for you to explore in your Minecraft world. There are orange forests, enchanted forests, red whisper forests, lunar wood forests, a lot of forests, but also sky islands, and crystal caves, desert caves, lavender fields, and indeed, each of these biomes has potential new mobs, as well as new things to craft, and oh, isn't that fun? Oh, you can tame some of these mobs. Wait, you can get a raccoon, you can get a cloudlight, you can get an islander, which I'm guessing will spawn up there. So there's a lot to do today, and if we get distracted from defeating the game to explore these features, that might be seen as a good thing by some. So hello everyone, how's it going? I hope you're having a good Thursday. I just got back from my Canada trip, as you probably know if you've been watching the videos. I think I vaguely referenced that I was going to a province I hadn't been to before. I went to New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island, so I've now gone to all the Canadian provinces besides two. Something fun you might not know about me is I think it'd be cool to visit all of the states at some point in America, but I feel like all of the Canadian provinces is like just as interesting. You know, I feel like visiting all the states without visiting all the Canadian provinces would be foolish. You know, in the same way that, you know, you can visit all the countries of the UK where you like, but if you haven't been to Ireland, you know, actually it is an offensive analogy. But let's now talk about Minecraft, where I am less likely to pick up some enemies. And yeah, this is what the seed looks like. It's pretty decent because you get a gold pickaxe and some gold boots, which is honestly not that OP, but it is something fun. And it gives me a nice little start to this one, where I'm going to need some food, because going up there, I just presume there's going to be enemies. You can see there's some fun little glows around that. Oh, by the way, we also have Boss Blitz enabled today, and the reason I have it will tie into exactly why I went to Atlantic Canada. It's fun. So yeah, happy Thursday. I'm IBX Toycat. I'm playing the More Biomes add-on because honestly, I like keeping up with what's going on with add-ons. I mentioned a billion times, I want there to be an add-on which makes Minecraft harder. That's like something that I think is important. But I also think that world building is a great use case for add-on. Oh, there's. I was like, oh yeah, I remember this seed. This seed has a blacksmith that I think blows everything else here out of the water. So we'll go in here. You know, actually, we won't go in here. Let's go to the Sky Islands to find our stuff, because otherwise it might be a bit too powerful. So yeah, once we've gone there, we'll come back and we'll maybe go to the Nether, maybe defeat some Minecraft that way. But I know this biome is definitely the first place we have to head. Although maybe this one first, since it's on the way. It looks like usually you'd have to stack your way up to get there, but you can see there's a few water bits that will allow me to get off. And so that's what I'm going to do, chat. I'm going to break some more wood, make myself an oak boat, and then swim over to that water from this place. Also, do you RTX? Do I RTX is a great question. Yes, sometimes, but mostly I use Vibrant Visuals. I've stopped using Vibrant Visuals in my Let's Play world. Just to make sure, I think it's like easier if I turn it off everywhere else. Also, this is a volcano biome. What is the benefit of the volcano biome? Well, it's a volcano and it's a biome. That seems to be it. But yeah, we can use this to get brand new blocks, because this is Scorching Scoria. Very interesting. And this is Searing Scoria. I'm guessing they would both burn me if I stood on them. Oh, they don't. So it's magma, but it doesn't burn you. Very fun. And if we if we dig down below this, we will find some fun stuff. but clearly not that fun. I want to see if there's anything below the lava. Yeah, because ever since I played Super Mario 64 and I first learned that you got to jump into the volcano, I just have an instinct in every game that I should jump right in there. But clearly there's no reason to here. So instead, let's head over to this biome. Let's do some good stuff there instead. So, I use, yeah, alright, I'm gonna wash the dishes, then Minecraft. I'll feel useless if I don't. I know what you mean about, like, you really want to do something in a game, but you're like, but there are real things that need to get done, and at some point I'll feel bad playing that game if I don't do it. But I really want to not do it right now. I feel that a lot. So, yeah, I love the new Superman movie, but I couldn't play the Minecraft DLC. Just watching, oh! New music! No, just sounds. Super cool, though. I do believe there is new music, if I'm not getting this mixed up. But yeah, so chat. I said, oh yeah, this is very intriguing. There's something really interesting about this this add-on, in my opinion, which is that it is a biome add-on right around the time that custom biomes are coming to Minecraft. That is to say, add-ons can make custom biomes. But despite that being true, also this looks so weird on the inside, right? Despite that being true, this does not use custom biomes. This uses what are called world features. That is to say, these biomes are effectively structures, and that has a lot of weird knock-on effects. They have claimed to me, I spoke to Pixelusion, they've claimed they'll be updating it as soon as custom biomes come to the game, but right now it's custom biomes that aren't really custom biomes, but it is the closest we've seen, and I really should have seen this coming. Okay, so I'm going to put a block down there, and I'm going to try and swim into it. No, 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 no. Okay, and then I'll put a block down over here too, maybe. And then we could maybe break this block, just to make sure that I land on the block below it. And then we'll dig up through the bottom of this. I just assumed that this would be like a hole into the Sky Island, but I guess I assumed wrong. I'm gonna. Oh no, I don't want to suffocate. Why would you suffocate me, Minecraft? That's the last thing that I want. So I guess I'll just swim into this hole, and then I'll break this block up here. Hopefully before I die. Yeah, we did it. And then we can kind of break from here. Okay, so break this block, and then this block, and let's just hope that the golden pickaxe gets us to the top, because I'm not really emotionally prepared if it doesn't. So, yeah, I remember to subscribe. Thank you, Kat. I hope that if you want to subscribe, you do subscribe. That is always what we say. Hey! Darth Kabag! Thanks for becoming the 414th channel member. We get a real nice boost thanks to the member fund. I want to thank everyone again before I say anything else. But also, this is such a weird biome. It really feels like I went through a cave and ended up in the Skylands, right? Or the Aether. Yeah, this is absolutely bizarre. So these guys are friendly, I believe it is meant to be. And these are trees. I hope they work like normal. Every add-on has slightly different tree implementation, and it always bugs me. But I'm guessing this one just has planks, and those planks will allow me to make a crafting table. Yes, yes, they do. That crafting table allows me to make food, which is particularly important right now. So 21 bread seems great to me. And yeah, I guess we're going to have to read the book to see what these guys are. They're cloud monsters, and they will drop things for us. So it is worth killing one. Go on then. Let's give one a sneaky little kill. Let's make a stone sword. And let's hope that that's good enough for him. I am going to put the Boss Blitz guidebook away, as well as probably this gold hoe. And then we're just going to fight him. Okay, he's like a golem. This is not a smart idea to fight. Okay. Whoopsie, didn't realize that he had power. Also, these are the Skylanders, it looks like. And it looks like if you attack one of them, the rest don't care, which is great. That is the neutrality that we all desire in this world. It looks like there's a structure over there that I'm going to have to go for. But first, I think I want an axe. So, Skyflower down. Ooh, I did not like that. 440th. I should have waited for 4 other people to sub first. Oh no, 414th. You can see the number in the top right of the screen. It's my left I have to point to. Not that that makes any sense, I'm sure. But yeah, that's the... yeah, I do feel like there is a funny thing where just as we're about to hit a milestone, there's always a bunch of people who are like, yeah, I'm not going to member right now. I want to be a milestone member. And so I'd like to, you know, obviously use my commercial interest to say, actually, every member is a milestone in its own way. But yeah, let's head over to this angel thing. I think that'd be interesting. So, yeah, I'm loving Silksong so much. There's Lisa Deck. Oh yeah, I've been obsessed with Silksong. It is crazy how much Silksong I've been playing. I'm gonna use the planks to get over there. They seem less valuable. They also seem a lot like warp planks. Am I crazy, chat? But yeah. Oh, that's a dragon. Is the dragon okay? The dragon looks okay. We're gonna go for some coal just in case. You never know when you're gonna need it. And then I'm gonna have to read the book to know if I want to attack this. So if I give him golden carrots, he will potentially give me something valuable. Oh, okay. He looks like he wants to attack me. Nope, he's just walking over here. We're fine. So let's see what this little structure is, chat. Because it has lured me over here. It better have something for me now. No. It just kind of is there. We'll stack into it anyway. But I'm not feeling good about this one. I'm just going to put that on record right now. It's like a green mangrove wood. Yeah, I kind of see that, Bafka bag. Oh, I should have waited for another 30 people to sub before I did. Yeah, exactly. That's the... That's exactly what you should have done. Based on your desires. Oh, you can go inside. Honestly, chat, this is one of my like least favorite things in Minecraft. Is when you go in, there's like a cute, cool, huge statue, and you go inside, and it's like nothing. Because it feels like breaking your way. Oh, and there is a chest up here. With Skyward. With coal. With pork chops. That's a nice improvement. With a slow falling potion and 2 emeralds. So this is actually a pretty cool chest. I don't want the phantom membrane, but it exists if I did want it. I can now get down from the Sky Islands using this, which is kind of cool. Kind of essential, some might say too. And yeah, now we just place one of those blocks down here, and then one of those blocks, and then we'll just jump across the trees as we go through to whatever is over there. Actually, no, we should go back home, I think. I don't know which way back home is. I think maybe it's that way. We're gonna try ouch. Okay, yeah, we should drink the slow falling and then just have a good life, hoping that that is our island. It looks like it's our island, right? So what we're gonna do is we'll get in a boat. I don't know if boats and slow falling work together, chat, but we're gonna find out right now. And if we find out wrong, then we'll just get out of the boat. Okay, out of the boat we go. Whee! It's a shame you can't fly or like sprint while you're going through the air. This is great nonetheless, though. Okay, so the slow falling achieved nothing for me because my boat is still here anyway. But it was a fun idea, you know. It was a really fun idea. Fun fact, my husband was on the bakery Java server in the corner of my eye. I see Dazed and Confused, and told him to tell him happy birthday. They replied, "It's not my birthday though." Whoops. I think Dazed and Confused might be a common name. Isn't it kind of fun, like, you know, I feel like, especially like here, we get that like small community effect. Like if you live in a small town, there's gonna be one Damien, you know? Oh no, no, no. It's a good thing I probably don't need that cartographer, I hope. I'm not going to any trial chambers today though, it looks like. So yeah, that custom biome was kind of fun. It was a nice little quest to get an item, and that item was a slow falling potion that I have now drunk. But still, it's nice. I mean, in theory, I could have saved it and used it for something more valuable, but you know, I'm not gonna believe on that one. I'm gonna unmember, then remember as a milestone. Yeah, I wish there was a better way to do member counting. It's a really, really, really rough system as it exists right now, and it'd be nice if it was just like, oh yeah, this is how members work. And everyone could understand it. Is it that common? I've never seen it used before to catch streams. Oh yeah, I think I've had the same moment though, where I was like, oh yeah, Dazed and Confused, that's one person. And then someone entirely unrelated has the name, and it's like, oh, it's apparently there are people not in our community, as it turns out. What a crazy coincidence. Anyway, we're gonna go to the Nether. I think that blacksmith chest gives me the obsidian I need. If it didn't, then there is lava here. I'm guessing I have to use some combination of that lava and the obsidian, maybe. It would have been, and if I can't, then I'll just go underground till I do. Or, if we don't find anything at all, if the blacksmith is not as fruitful as I hope, then we'll just go in a boat and we'll see what we find. It'll be fun. But, yeah, hello everyone. I hope you enjoyed my little Skyland experience. Do you think that was special? Do you think that was something cool? Also, there is 4 iron here, so I don't need to kill the golem. But there's actually a second blacksmith right here for a second furnace. And, oh, there's 3 diamonds. That, I mean, it's cool to have 3 diamonds, but also at the same time not, right? The iron pickaxe, that can replace these. And some leggings. Those will go greatly. Yeah, look at me. I'm armored up already. Ready to fight the world. So good evening, says Weakland Torrance. Good to see you. And how was your trip? Asked Cat. It was really good, actually. Thank you for asking. Oh, I should not have started fighting you. Although it looks like I'm in the perfect place to do it. I thank you for asking, Kat. I had a wonderful time. I flew to, like I said, New Brunswick. There's like, it's really easy to get to, like, there's something really fun about Canada where, like, unlike the US, where everyone lives on the coasts, almost the 2 biggest cities in Canada, and like 60-70% of the population live inland. They live, it looks like it's the East Coast because it lines up with the American East Coast, but it's like 2,000, it's like 1,500, it's a lot of kilometers inwards. Hundreds or thousands of them, I couldn't tell you how far. But it's like deep inland. And so I went to the coast of Canada, which is like really, really close to the UK. It's like a 4.5 hour flight away. Shockingly close to get to the edge of Canada, if that's what you're into. So I can make myself a diamond pickaxe now, but that diamond pickaxe isn't going to help me here. So I need to instead, unless I take the corners out, then it would help me. Because I can only, yeah, I'm going to have to take the corners out and make some extra obsidian. But then we've got something here. We've got something. Anyway, do you think you'll actually use the copper golem in your survival world? Oh, I have a plan for it, but it's not like a great plan necessarily. But I do have a plan. So yeah, we're gonna go to the Nether now. Just making the assumption, hopefully not wrongly, that there's gonna be some fun custom biomes in there. And we're gonna see how that changes our Nether experience. I also just make the assumption, actually wait. No, the book told us there are, okay, so I think that means they're all overworld and cave biomes. And we have to go underneath a dark forest or a desert to find our next thing. So we might go off on a little side quest after this. But first, let's make ourselves another crafting table. You can never have too many. Then let's make ourselves a bucket. And I guess a diamond pickaxe. And then let's start rearranging this portal so that we can go into it. So yeah, the best thing for us to do is to first place our water in here. Then place some lava right on top of it. And then we have to, wait, I did that one wrong. And then we have to go and fix it a few more times. So Bedrock's new pause menu looks horrible. Oh, really, baked potatoes? That's fun. That's fun that you think so. That's like, as I mentioned in today's video, it's like the one thing where a lot of people are like, oh, you mean the, you don't mean the pause menu. You know, you do mean the pause menu. I was like, oh, no, okay, I must be misunderstood. It's like, wait a minute. No, I just read your comment again. I'm not misunderstood. You're misunderstood. The pause menu is the good bit. It's everything else that sucks, in my humble opinion. So that's both for the lava. There's another lava over here, though, which we are obliged, spiritually speaking, to get. So lava there, that goes there, and we just move one of these blocks into the remaining space. But yeah, so I went to the coast of Canada, and one of the reasons why, chat, the reason I said it ties into Boss Blitz is because there's a new update out, and it ties into that same food. But they're famous for their lobster. If you've ever heard of like Nova Scotian or Maine lobster, same region, same place. And so I figured it'd be pretty cool to go to the lobster roll capital. And weirdly, like, lobster rolls are such a common food there, and they're so cheap. Chat, you know, you saw me in my last stream. I think it was like 27 pounds for a lobster roll, some potatoes, and a drink. I paid for like one of the best, I had a lobster croissant. It was one of the best things in my life. $22, chat. I paid for a pretty decent lobster roll. I think it was $12 or $16, and that's not even like, that's not American dollars. That's Canadian dollars. They're about a third weaker. So you're talking like $8 to $10 US for a lobster roll at a fast food place, or like $15 to $18 for the best lobster croissant I've ever had. It was incredible. You know, it was decadent. It was great, and yeah, I I think that, you know, like having good lobster and then also having it cheaper, it's one of those few, you know, it's like having the pasta in Italy. Like, you know, I think I take the controversy. Oh no, I got rid of the last lava, chat. I needed the lava to light things on fire. Unless there's flint in here, there's not. So I'm going on a quest now to get some lava to light my portal. Except, oh, the blacksmiths have it. So, yeah, we're not actually going to light that portal on fire yet, then. Because there is no need, until... Because it sounds like there's no changes to the nether. So we just won't do it. Sounds good. What's the greenish wood called, says Toby Piggy. This is called sky planks. You'll never guess where I got it. You'll never guess. I guarantee it. But yeah, I don't know, like, I think, like, you know, like, there's a few things where it's like, oh yeah, the base ingredients are so easy, it'll cost the same no matter where in the world you are. But when it's like a really niche food, also these planks don't burn. Is that intentional? Is that useful? You tell me, internet. Well, let's make a portal. Let's at least step through it once. With the logic being that once you step through a portal once. Okay, so we're going to try and get the fire on this side now. Okay, so just light this on fire too. Once you go through a portal once, you permanently make that link. And given that this is an island with a village, it's kind of far to get to, it'd be cool to have that link hanging around. Also, yeah, you can see that despite the crazy fast spreading of this fire, it has not in fact spread over to there. So let's now put the crafting table down. Crafting tables can burn, but they don't, they're flammable, but they don't, like, burn away. So let's get in there and let's get this done. And then if there's nothing in the nether like we suspect based on the book, we'll go out and we'll see what we do find. So let's get this light in, hopefully. Man, it is hard to go to the nether, let me tell you. It might be easier just to not. So let's chop down a tree or something. Let's leave that burning and doing its whole own thing while we go get some more wood. I came up with a little song, but YouTube won't let me super chat it, and I can't figure out why. What is your song about? Yeah, chat, what do you think about the new pause menu? Outside of outside of the one opinion which does everyone else agree, actually? Am I the one who's out of touch for thinking, like, it's actually kind of good? Let me know. I would love to hear that I'm out of touch and a boomer. Okay, so there we go. It's the fences, chat. They are the secret under which all other things lie. So now we can just jump into here. We just pull a fence down over there, then we can jump on the fence, and then we can jump on this fence, onto this fence, into there, and there we go. Into the portal. Wonderful. Do you have any political views? No, actually. I get most of my views from Minecraft content. Thank you for checking, though. Very valid question. Okay, so I'm in the nether, but there's nothing new here that I can see. Yeah, I see a ghast, and he's gone now. What happened to him? I don't know. New pause menu looks clean, says Continued Oak. 13 new overworld biomes. Click out goes to the nether. I mean, I've got to go to the nether at some point, right? Also, predictions for Minecraft Live. Also, glad to see you. Also, good to see you. Not glad to see me. You might be... It might be that you are the specific opposite of glad, but that it is still good. And in that case, I am glad. You're getting confused that... Also, guess who broke their mouse and is now using a mouse 4 button as their right click now? I am ashamed to say how much I beat up my mouse yesterday, dealing with technical issues. I've got this new Minecraft mouse. You know, no flex on you, Ad and Sony, but it does have a functioning right click. I've got this new Minecraft mouse, and it's got like a deliberate feature in there that's meant to stop me. I mean, it's not deliberate. I'm treating it as deliberate though because of how much it enrages me. Every time I hit it, it resets the sensitivity, and so then I have to deal with another problem. And it's a good reminder that violence won't solve anything. But no, yeah, my PC, as well as the random crashing issues, which I thought I fixed but still have not. I think every computer I've ever owned now eventually starts crashing randomly, chat. It is the most bizarre truth of the universe that means that it has to be a combination of programs I'm running that causes it. Which doesn't make, you know, it makes me feel a bit better, but also a lot worse, you know. It's like, I mentioned I got a lot of tests done recently, chat. I don't have the results of any of them yet, but I got a few tests done on my... they made me poop in a jar and send that to the authorities. And, you know, I think a lot of people would be scared. But also it's like, well, actually, if I have something, it's really, really good that I find out. You know, it's not a bad thing for me to find out that something is wrong. It's a great thing that I found out something is wrong, and that is a problem that can be solved.
With staff emoji. I've been dazed and confused for so long it's not true. Wanted a warden, never bargained for you. Musical note emoji. Lots of people talking. Few of them know. Soul speed enchantment was created below. Harper Zeppelin.
Wasn't that was beautiful? Sing me more songs. That's what I want to hear. Absolutely beautiful. When did they add ads in the middle of live streams, says KS? Oh, wait, actually, can we make a boat, do you think? I need to know. Oh, absolutely unplayable. So we'll make another oak boat, because I sacrificed the last one. And then we'll ride it off our crafting table. And I guess we'll just go this way. I'm just going to try and find another biome. I'll turn up my render distance in service of that goal. And we'll see what comes for us. I'm doing something else. Next bit to get saying, maybe poo in a jar. Yes, yeah, so pooped in a jar. And, oh, actually, oh, lag. Look at me. I'm slow, chat. Oh, I don't like how slow I am. What? Why am I laggy now? Chat, this is what life will be like when we upload ourselves to the cloud. You'll look like this, and you'll go Okay. So I don't know why that just happened. It makes me a little bit uncomfortable that it did. I'm gonna turn down my render distance. I don't think we can fix this. Hey, Continue Dope! Thank you for becoming the 415th channel member. I will turn down the render distance just a tad, and everything's fine. I don't like how slow I am either. I do feel like, you know, I sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I am on top of the world. I know exactly what to do. I think all I did was pay for a membership and you started lagging. You bought up all the bandwidth is what happened. Also, there's nothing here, chat. There were those sky islands right by spawn, which was cool. And then there is nothing else for a long while after. Although that looks like a desert to me. Nope, it's a red forest. So what do the Bedrock devs have against the game? Taking away customizability and removing features makes them less money and hurts player and makes me want to quit. I think I want to be like, Minecraft is not just a game we love. It is a game a lot of people rely on for their career, and it is a game that, you know, is also very, very valuable for all sorts of real-life big acquisitions and stuff that are happening. I see that Minecraft has value to a lot of people, and some of those people don't realize that you're killing the golden goose by trying to milk people just a little bit more. Like this browse add-ons button, chat, which has an exclamation mark at the end. The fact that they got rid of the settings button in the new menu design and then kept browse add-ons with an exclamation mark, always going to point that out. Something about that doesn't sit right with me. Something about that tells me, as a player, even if I'm never going to buy something, and even if I am going to buy something, it might not necessarily, you know, it might statistically increase my throughput, the amount of sales I'll put into Minecraft, sure, but it also increases my odds of going inactive and never playing Minecraft again. Why is there such thing as a hollow log? Okay, it's fine. Also, why are these called orange planks, chat? You know, this is the most misleading name I have ever seen. If, you know, but yeah, I think that Minecraft does run the risk of, like, permanently losing users if they treat the game like a source of, you know, like a casino, like the magic money bank. Oh, a raccoon. Okay, chat. I like raccoons. I would like to tame a raccoon. What do I gotta do? Okay, he doesn't do anything. He just drops raccoon meat. So I love raccoons, but the only way for me to enjoy them is to have raw raccoon. Oh man. Well, the good news is they're pretty chill mobs. They don't seem to really care about people. Look how cute this guy is, chat. So yeah, you do get some mobs as part of this, and it is a very fun little addition. Good. Gotta say. Also, I'm good, and nice to finally catch a stream here. How are you doing? Oh, it's good to see you, Tyler. I mean, it's good to see you, Love Star. It's good to see you, Tyler. How you doing, Love Star? It's a wonderful Thursday, is it not? I just got back from my Canadian trip. Absolutely delightful. Chat, I don't know if I want to eat raw raccoon. I don't know if that's an okay thing to do. It does feel a little bit dodgy, I've got to say. So we're looking for a dark oak forest, chat. Because if we find a dark oak forest below it, we're going to find some caves or something. I don't even know. I used a pyramid as my home. But yeah, sometimes I think a lot about, like, we only have so much brain. Like, we talk about a lot about how there's a limited amount of time and money, and I will talk about that all day, every day. But we also have therefore, a limited number of, like, actions, and specifically, I think, brain actions. It's like a weird thought for me to continue clarifying on, so I'm going to keep on going anyway. There's like this. There's a limited number of things you'll ever think. There's a limited number of things you can ever, like, set your mind to and achieve. And so that's why it's stressful when you're like, okay, I've got to do this many things today. Also, hope you had a wonderful trip, Toycat. I'm indeed enjoying my Thursday. They're my favorite days of the week. Oh, that's I mean, I can kind of see why. I feel like the anticipation of a Friday. I think there's a lot of events. I mean, I'm just going to guess your reason here. I'd love to hear what it actually is. I feel like, in the same way that I was just talking about, there's a limited number of, like, brain cycles you'll ever have. I think there's a limited number of things that you'll ever do, but more importantly, that means there's a limited number of things you'll ever be excited for. Like, if you became a trillionaire, billionaire, and you got all the fun perks that come with that. Oh, chat, this is definitely a crystal cave noise, right? Maybe. Also, geodite, that's fun. Where we going? We're going in. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's happening. It's oh god, it's the spoon theory all over again. I mean, I feel like the spoon theory thing is a interesting thing all by itself, because it goes into the nature of how we all, have a different amount of this or that. But actually, I want to treat it like it's equal. Like, the reason I think time management is such an interesting subject relative to money management, because money is something is, unequally divided. Even between two people who earn the same amount of money, come from the same households. If one of them lives in a nicer apartment, then that is an aspect of money management, but it's like, there's also the fact that, like, everyone knows that people start with different amounts of money and earn different amounts of money. Oh my god, chat. Oh. So this is meant to lead me to the crystal caves. And by the way, these blocks just break instantly, which is perfect for not drowning in them. I'm gonna have to make some torches, it looks like. So I'll just do that right now. Why can't I make torches? I had coal. Here's coal. Oh no, don't kill me, game. Oh, it's killing me. Okay, so let's jump out. Put the torches in, put the coal in, and there we go. Thank God that I just found my own crafting recipe. But yeah, I think time management is interesting because of the fact that we all fundamentally have the same amount, right? Like, I think that money management is fascinating, but I think it wears a lot of people down, and, like, so some people, the value in money is not thinking about money. I think you could argue that is the most important thing for its existence, right? Or at least, like, that's the biggest reason that anyone wants to have a lot of it. Also, I'm really glad that the tube strikes are over tomorrow, says Antonia. Yeah, I'm really lucky that I left the country, both as we were doing that. Oh, so these crystal caves, chat. Let me tell you, not a lot of crystal. Not a lot of crystal in these caves, not that I can see. Okay, we're gonna make another torch spot, use it for some oxygen, and then break down again. But yeah, I think we all have a different amount of time. We have the same amount of time, which is why it's so interesting how you choose to spend it. Like, I think when people talk about being so busy, this is my very example of, like, I think it's very valid, even if I don't love it. You know, like, oh no, chat, what's happening to me? Oh, I'm gonna drown? Okay, no, I'm not. We're good. I think it's fascinating, the idea that, like, you know... Oh, so, let's put a torch down. I think it's really fascinating to be like, yeah, I have, you know, no money. Because no money is really relative. Like, a lot of the times it's just like, I cannot spend this money here because I need to spend it there. But also it's like, you know, it's, with different priorities, there are some things you need to do that do necessitate you sometimes. But, like, when it comes to time, it's like, yeah, to say I have no time at all means that that time has been allocated elsewhere already in a way that is more fundamentally, like, interesting as a discussion, right? Like, okay, chat, I'm spending, you know, about 2 hours of my life here with you, as you'll know if you watch these streams a lot. I'm spending about a couple of hours of my life here with you, you know, but if you're here and you're like, you know, Toy Cat, I would like to spend 4 hours of you, then, and I say, like, oh, I can't, I'm busy after this, then, you know, that's me saying, in effect, like, oh yeah, my time is being allocated to different things than you would like it to be. By the way, these are not caves. I don't know what these caves are meant to lead me towards. I feel like I'm going crazy looking around them. It kind of looks like the cherry log texture. Yeah, it looks like a purple version of a cherry log. I'm glad I've got this diamond pickaxe. I'm just going to keep breaking through these blocks, filling up my inventory with nacre, and seeing where that takes me. Because eventually, surely it's got to take me into the nice... What even is it called? The nice crystal caves under the dark forest. Which, yeah, they just say discover the underground caves. That's all I've got to do with them. Let's go discover them, chat. So let's drop some items on the ground. Not my raccoon meat, of course. That's got to stay with me. But let's keep looking, seeing if maybe we don't go finding. It could be that it has to be inside of this. Like, if we just dig down a bunch... Yeah, let's dig down a bunch, chat. When has that ever gone wrong for anyone? If we dig down, it will eventually take me somewhere. And somewhere is better than here. I use my limited time to wait for IVX Toy Cat to start streaming. Oh, and then, okay, then there's a whole discussion around lateness, right? I do think it's like a really, really tricky one. And I think a lot of it comes down to expectations. I say this a lot, but I want to tell one of my favorite stories. I went to a party, and the party started at 5, and you know, the person I was with was like, "We should be there at 5, like maybe 5:30 latest." And I was like, "No, we can be there at like 7 because I've got to stream at that time." I valued spending my time with you and Snap more than going to this house party. But it was this year actually. If you remember, you might remember. But I was like, yeah, I want to do the stream first, and then we'll head over there leisurely. And they were like stressed, like, oh, we're like gonna be like 2 hours late. And I showed up, and I was the first person at this party, chat, because it starts at 5, but most people want to do it somewhere, you know, later in the day than that. Now that kind of sucks for the host. Also, I think we're here, chat. This is something. It looks like something. It's something different, at least. Yeah, right? This is like, we're going to be in like a stronghold, maybe. Or is it... I don't even know, chat. I don't even know. I'm somewhere. Hopefully, it's something good here. Yeah, okay, this isn't going anywhere at all. Oh, the music happened again, though. That probably means we're getting closer. If you remember, you might remember. The only things you don't remember are the things that you don't remember remembering. That's what I always say. So this Searing Scorcher is nothing for me, so I'll drop it. Yeah, chat, I think I'm giving up looking for this cave. I think this is the dumbest... I think if I was in, like, spectator mode, I would find it in 10 seconds. But obviously, as I am not in spectator mode, I've instead just found a big cube of what looks to be planks. I don't know why it exists here. And I found the music. They're really nice sounds that kind of hint that we might be really close by. but they've hinted this to me too many times, chat. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna leave this and go for a different biome. Jeez. Jeez, indeed. People still doing house parties in 2025? It was a housewarming party. You can't really do a housewarming party outside of your house. Flapjack. To be fair, I used to be really against... I used to have a bit of a phase where I was like, you know, I think we've outgrown going to people's houses. We should enjoy being outside the house again. But actually, it's kind of cool. First of all, it's cool to have people around your house. Because guess where you go when the evening's done? Right into bed. It's also cool because it's like, you know, it means you can effectively save everyone else money. Which is like, you know, like, it doesn't even, like, let's say going out and spending £50 on drinks will get you 5 drinks somewhere. If you go in, you can buy 2 whole bottles plus some, you know, you can have the same experience but cheaper. But yeah, and that you can have the same experience, but then also buy drinks for everybody rather than just those drinks for yourself. So it's a way for you to spend the same amount but make everyone else spend less. And then also you can do, I don't know, literally anything you can do in a house. What are the things you enjoy doing by yourself? Do you like playing Minecraft? I bet it works at a house party. I don't know which house party. You'd have to pick a good house party vibe, but I bet there's a house party where that works. Chat, I had a bed at some point. Do you remember where I put it? Because I do not, and that is a shame. So yeah, that was the dumbest biome hunt I've ever done. Maybe they don't exist under all of these biomes. Maybe that is my mistake. But what isn't a mistake is this raccoon, which I'm not going to kill, despite the meat that he will drop for me. So yeah, I think as far as this place goes, not too much greatness. I'm going to head over to that beach there, though, and see if maybe we find something better. So, it's in your inventory first, right? Thank you. My inventory is a little bit cluttered. I don't know if you guys spotted that. I know it's a fact that you probably don't know about me. Attending a house party to sit in a corner and play Minecraft, says Love Starkey. I think one of the first... When I was like 17, I went to a house party, and everyone else is doing like, you know, bonkers stuff. Stuff I cannot repeat in a YouTube video. I played some Fallout 3 in the corner. Or maybe I watched someone play Fallout 3 in the corner. I think I played Fallout 3. You know, honestly, like, this is dumb. This is really silly, right? But if you think about it, the concept of Let's Play is not something invented by YouTubers. It's not some, you know, we didn't spin it out of thin air. It's fun to watch people play Minecraft sometimes. Or to watch people play any game. Cook the raccoon meat. Yeah, I think I'll cook the raccoon meat in this village. By the way, this is definitely a new type of spruce. Is that going to be good for me? Let's read in the book. Okay, so let's just flip the pages back. So what is this? This is a... chat, I'm trying to read here. A redwood forest, I'm guessing is what this is. Which means we can find some new blocks, which is good. Fallout 3 chair situation at the house party. Been there. Yeah, chair. I remember it being a very intense watching session of Fallout. But I think one of the dumb social conventions that extroverts force on the rest of us is that there should be one, like, I think the simplest way to describe extroversion is you feel good at positive stimuli more than you feel negative at bad ones, right? If we really want to like push the definition in. And so if you think about it, extroverted people are like, yeah, I like when people like what I have to say. Let's get into a 9, you know, like you ever had a 9-person conversation? It's not a conversation. It's just a horde of craziness. Also, I'm now cooking the raccoon meat. You'll be pleased to hear. I wonder if the one in Trader has anything different for me today. He's got some oak logs and he's got some sand. I do actually need sand. It feels frivolous to buy 8 of it from the Wandering Trader. But, you know, you only live once, chat. Let's buy some sand. I can use the sand to make a lobster if I find a banner later. Anyway, let's now enjoy our soon-to-be cooked raccoon. Yeah, cooked raccoon. It feels wrong. Feels very wrong. We need a LAN party at this point. Oh, you can eat it and walk at the same time. And the sounds are slightly delayed. Very interesting. So give it a nice little eat. And grab another bed. I think I left the other one. No, I didn't. It's in my inventory. Okay, now we need to definitely grab some more sand. Although until we have a banner, there's no point. We need a banner to get ourselves a lobster roll, chat. Again, the same reason I was in the Maritimes can be found in Minecraft now. And I figured this could help me face the world, but not today. Anyway, yeah, I think didn't consider saving money as a perk. Oh, wait, Flapjack, you don't like saving money? Oh, I have a great solution for you. Did you know if you tip the Toy Cat channel, that money becomes, you know, my fun money forever. I can use it to buy lobster rolls. I can use it to buy a cat. I can use it to buy more biomes. I think I might get a cat, chat. I think I'm like the one last thing standing in my way is I don't have a cat flap, and I'm not dealing with a cat that's like, meow, I want to go outside, and then you let it outside, and it's like, oh, why'd you let me outside? Could have starved out there, you monster. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. It's like the bad part of cat ownership, right? I think it'd be nice to have a cat. Even if I've kind of concluded, like, okay, you know, I travel, but there are people who look after cats when you travel, and cats, and, you know, I'm sure the cat would like a holiday. But, yeah, I think, I hope my money goes towards some takeaway like McDonald's. Don't you worry. Now, the McDonald's Monopoly thing's on, so I went yesterday. I did get a pretty good McDonald's, thank you for asking. Keep the cats inside, protect the birds. Oh, no, David, don't. This is some, you know, I don't know, like, how are there people out there being like, oh yeah, the real harm on our society is, you know, insert people's lifestyle choices here. You know, like, but then they're not fighting back against the idea of like, oh yeah, you shouldn't let your animal outside in case it kills other animals. It's like, that's what animals do, you know? You know, if you cared so much about protecting birds, you'd stop eating chicken, you know? That's the #1 killers of birds that exist in this world. Anyway, yeah, I'll leave that rant for another time. But I think it is like apparently it's a European North American difference. A lot of North Americans are like, yeah, you have indoor cats only. But I think, you know, to be fair, like, I feel like Americans have, like, big houses, right? You know, there's a certain size apartment where it becomes cruel to keep a cat in it permanently. I don't know where the line is. I just know that I love petting other people's cats, and if everyone listens to David, I don't get any more pets to cat. Yeah, I'm sticking with how I said that. Do McDonald's have Minecraft meals, or is it all Fantastic Four now? It's all Monopoly themed now. Honestly, McDonald's have worked out that you just got to change your menu every day, and every time someone goes, they get to be like, oh, it's different. If it's different, that means I'll spend more money on more things. Also, look at this. It's just mangrove, chat. I like it, though. There's a lot of wood variation in this, which is actually very cool in its own way. You can also see how there's, like, different foliage. So these are new flowers. Oh, no, they just turn into seeds. If we clear this, we'll get so many seeds that I really, really don't actually want. And, yeah, so it's a nice little biome. It won't affect how we beat Minecraft at all, though. I think that all of these biomes are here for decoration. Even the sky biome was, like, a cool place to go. But it's mostly just as we go across these, like, yeah, I guess this is a thing that is a thing. So let's now go to the nether here, chat. Just in case we get a different nether spawn. And if we don't, then we don't. So I think I saw a nice lava patch. So if we see a desert, I want to go there. I want to see a desert cave. If I see a banner... Actually, yeah, there are banners in the centers of villages, right? I think only plains ones. And only sometimes. But I want to quickly see if there is a banner in this village. I was looking for it, but I didn't, like, realize where I should be looking for it. Is it this house, maybe? No, it is not. Is it this house? You've got 2 doors in here. You can keep a banner or 2 hanging around somewhere, I'm sure. Is it... Oh, hello, Mr. Wandering Trader. Would you like to sell me some sand again? Anyway, I love these flowers. Yeah, also, one of my neighbor's cats poops in our garden, so that's fun. Yeah, you've got to pet that cat or you're not getting your money's worth. Yeah, it is a bit of an interesting thing about, more seriously, beyond my silly rant there, I do think there is like an interesting point about like, having a cat outside does mean that it's going to just poop places. And either you clean up cat poop, you know, and you hope that your cat poops in your own garden, or you're just putting that problem onto everyone else around you. Yeah. Also, yeah, I do have a pigeon chat that comes to my house. I'd have to like introduce the cat and the pigeon to each other early on. Speaking of birds, what is this guy? What is he? He's cute, apparently. Ah, yeah. Let's see what he's like when he's cooked. Oh, it's two of them. Okay, so he just dropped a raw woodpecker. You know, I've got to say, it's a bold decision to make sure every food is edible. I hate add-ons where they're like, yeah, we don't want you to actually eat the birds. And it's like, don't give me food. Don't give me bird-shaped food, and then don't, you know, let me not turn it into that. If you see a banner, don't make him angry. Most shelters want home cats if they won't have access to the outdoors. Yeah, it's an interesting, like, it's a really interesting difference there that, like, do you care about the cat more or the potential... I guess it's like society as a whole is made up of a bunch of trade-offs we have to have with each other about things all the time. And it's really interesting when we choose on different trade-offs, right? Like when some people agree, like, yeah, this trade-off is worthwhile. And some, I think as an example, most people in society, I'm picking a bad day for this, so I'm not going to go on my airplane security rant, actually. So how's the weather in where you're living right now, chat? It's been rainy today, which is good because it's been an inside day. Yeah, I think we live in a society filled of trade-offs we're making with each other all the time. And if you don't know, also I'm just gonna get rid of one of these stacks. I think having an inventory filled with them isn't gonna help me at this point. But that looks like it's probably just a beach. That's a ruined portal there, actually. Yeah, let's go to it. Let's go to the ruined portal. I couldn't find the lava pit, but a ruined portal is easy to work with. Fog. Yeah. Just get a few sheep and some dye. Yeah, I actually, given that I have shears, that actually is not a terrible idea. I think it depends on where you live. In Europe, people are used to seeing and interacting with cats, but in America, they aren't. Oh, that can't be true. Everyone interacts with cats. The cat is the communal, is the thing that ties your community together. I made friends with a woman over her cat recently. I was petting a cat in some woman's driveway, and she came home, and she's like, "Oh, you're petting Timothy over there?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then we had a good chat about the neighborhood, and you know, maybe it was actually under duress. She was like, "There are some people within my property lines." Fog was thick as concrete this morning. Oh, I am amazed that can be. I feel like fog is like a cool weather condition for like a few minutes. I think it's a little bit terrifying when you have to actually deal with life in it. Also, 7 obsidian. Wow. Also, better boots, I assume. No, worse boots. So we could use the 7 obsidian we have to make a nether portal here, but it will have the pretty serious downside of being underwater. Is there an easy fix for that? Okay. Not that I can easily see. So yeah, we're going to go back to what I assume was a big river over there, or a big lava source over there, and we're going to use it instead. So yeah, as you can see, more biomes has created a lot of biomes that I honestly, if I can, you know, I'm gonna still keep playing through the game, and we might see more. But so far, if I give you my like midway review, this is a builder's add-on. This is an add-on, not for people who are. So I'm gonna make my Nature go through the ocean here, because it's faster than swimming, I think, to make a nice little bridge. So yeah, I think that this is an add-on for people who like building first, and you know, for whom building is the priority, I guess is what I mean. and for whom the biomes are like a nice thing to see. I could see it getting. I also think that like wildlife might be important to you, and that would be a good reason for this. I think that like a lot of biome add-ons, it does seem to miss the never in the end. There is good reason for that. It is harder to make. At least the official Minecraft custom biomes, I think, are harder in the never in the end. But still, it's an interesting flaw nonetheless. I wish more people took their cats on walks. Only do it if they like it though. Oh, when I used to live with a cat, I'd go with it on walks. Cats do not like going on walks. Against my cat's free roaming, because when my cat escaped, he died. Never want that to happen because I chose to let them outside. Oh, I had one of my ex-girlfriends had a pool, and I want to say like 3 cats drowned in that pool. Which at some point you have to say like, do we value a pool more than we value these cats' lives? Actually, if you have a pool, you probably kill other people's cats at some point too. But anyway, it's really easy to kill a cat in a pool, is what I'm trying to say. Which can be in your home. I guess not outside usually. Some people have inside pools. You know, chat, one of my thoughts that I've had it kept inside this whole time, but I need to share it with someone, so you are someone. Hello, someone. Hope you're doing good today. So while I was doing my little, while I was doing my tests for, you know, potential bow cancer and whatever else they're looking for. Okay, there's lava here somewhere, chat. I saw the lights. Did you see the lights too? Did I imagine the lights? Oh, it might have been this, or... No, there's... Yeah, I think maybe... I'll make a little tower up. The good news is I have some Nacre still. Some Nacre. Let's look up from the sky and see if there's anything up here. If you have a cat, do not have a peace lily in your home. Yeah, there's lots of fun tips like that, isn't there? So is that just a lit forest ground, or is that going to be a lava pit there? I'm going to guess that it's not the second one. But yeah, there is no... there's no lava pit around here. But there is something way over there that I think I'm going to head towards. So let's jump. Let's sleep. And then let's do it. We need the biome fill command. Oh, that's cute. Ah, it's the woodpecker again. Fortunately, we now know that you can't kill them and get warm woodpecker at the same time. So we won't be killing him. But yeah, it's really nice, like, ambience. It's a nice addition to the world. But it does seem like it is still a little bit in beta. But it's still been a cool little thing to see. And we'll still see some just passively as we go and beat Minecraft now. Because I want to beat some Minecraft. Let's have a good time. Let's talk about the world, chat. Yeah, every as I was doing my little test, I had to like basically poop in the shower. I'll just simplify it that way. And so as I'm doing this, I was reminded like, oh yeah, this is what my cat Cookie used to do. I used to have a cat that lived with me, chat. She's still alive. I don't have visitation rights anymore due to unrelated family disputes, but. Oh, the tree mushrooms are cool. Yeah, they added the wild update, chat. Mojang said it couldn't be done, but here we are, proving them wrong. Yeah, I think this place might have been better to see at night, where I'd be able to see the lava. This add-on does feel a bit lackluster. Yeah, I think some add-ons are really gonna gel with you, or they're not instantly. And it's a shame that there's no like by vibes section of the marketplace where you'd be like, yeah, I like something that is going to give me a challenge. I like something that's going to give me... Some people like building blocks. Some people like, you know, like the ambiance of the game. I think there are much better ways to categorize than the marketplace itself is doing. And it is very interesting to say that. Okay, so I've got some bread still, thankfully. And we're going to use it a whole bunch. Anyway, yeah, just a little fun memory there for you, chat. Hope you enjoy it. But yeah, I had a little bit of like a time thought recently, and it's really been in my head still, chat. But just, we all have, the time is our one true equalizer. The only way in which you're not equal with time is if you have that like princess syndrome, where you have to sleep for 20 hours a day, and then you get like hungry thirsty. You know, if you have that, then like, okay, time is not equal for you. You know, like you can ignore everyone all the time and not go to school. Actually, how do those people like go to school or whatever? But anyway, you can do all of that all the time. But for everyone else, if you don't have if you don't have some sleep-related disorder, we've all got like the same amount of time. I think a lot actually about if we can talk about sleep disorders. You know how I think the most common experience, especially if you play games or you look at screens a lot, because blue light or something like that. I think one of the most common experiences is where you can't sleep, so you get on your phone or you get on your Xbox, you play some Minecraft, whether you're at the corner of the house party or not, right? One of the most common experiences is to do that, and then, you know, like, you play until it's like 2 or 3 a.m., and then you're like, oh god, it's late, why didn't I sleep? And then you sleep and you wake up and you're really tired because you've only slept for 6 hours. And you think, God, I don't want to do that again. And you spend all day tired until you get to bed where you're not tired and you do the same loop again. I thought about that, chat. And I think I want to make like a comparison to the teleporter paradox. The idea that there's no such thing as teleportation. Because if you can make a teleporter, what you actually do is you scan all your atoms, you destroy it, then you rebuild it somewhere else. But if you kill and then respawn me, even with the exact same atoms, it's not me. Me is dying on some fundamental level. At least that's how a lot of people feel. I kind of imagine that's how, like, if you think about the fact that every day you go to bed and you wake up, not just you, but different you know, all your cells have moved around, your brain has, like, done a bunch of stuff. If you consider that when you go to sleep, it's not really you anymore, when you try to stay up until 2 a.m., that's like you know, the last version of yesterday you, desperately fighting to, like, have a little bit more time in the body. Like, no, don't kill me yet. Don't kill me yet. I'm still good. I can still do stuff. And I sometimes think about that as a fun explanation for why that is. Maybe you agree with it. Maybe you don't. Only 6 hours? I'll be lucky to get 4 each night. When I've got something really important to do, I can survive on 4 hours of sleep. It's not fun, though. I think it's... I actually think it must shorten your lifespan. I think that, like, getting 9 hours of sleep is one of the easiest things you can do to, like, make your life happier. Oh, 9 obsidian. And I only need 3. Perfect. So, yeah, finally someone else got the ad to, says KS. Yeah, I don't love the concept of streaming ads. I think that, like, for really big streams, they maybe make some sense here, there, maybe. But I can't imagine there's a lot of ad revenue coming in from them. YouTube used to give me settings to, like, change this, but I think they changed it recently because too many people were just like, yeah, ads, not worth it, so they made it, like, a group decision. Hey, Angela Van Katzenhout, thank you for remembering. Welcome back to the Cool Cat Club. Hope you're doing wonderful. Toddlers are great for making sure you don't have too much sleep. Welcome, new wife. Indeed. Thank you, David. It may shorten your lifespan, but you get more time awake while you're alive. Yeah, exactly. I kind of see it as like you're overclocking your brain. You're using more of it. It's like if a car can drive for 200,000 miles before it breaks. If you drive more miles a day, the car will last for fewer days. But you still get the same amount of car from it. In fact, some cars, you'll drive them fewer than 200,000 miles. Because if like, after 30 years, it's just a given that a car will break, even if it's had only 80,000, right? So, chat, I'm going to look around for a happy gasp while we're here. And then, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to look around for a happy gasp. What are the odds that I find one? I think they're a new enough feature that they're still kind of fun when you find them. And so I would like to find one. There are no new biomes in the Nether, apparently, according to the book. I would like for it to be wrong, but I don't think that you can put a book in your add-on that has incorrect or incomplete information. I guess you can definitely have incomplete information. Yeah, good to see you, Orange Brian Smith. Yeah, that's another old name. Chat, you know what? I want to tell this story about someone else so you guys know it's genuine. Like, if I say, oh yeah, Orange Brian Smith, good to see you again. Like, you will get, you might think like, oh, I'm just saying this about Orange Brian Smith. Specifically, oh wait, what just happened there? You might think I'm just saying that because, like, you know, I want him to think that I care about him, but actually on the inside, I don't. So I'm going to mention this story about someone that is not here right now, who won't hear this, but for whom, you know, I thought it was cool to, like, run into. I saw, I think, my first ever stream regular from, like, 2014, back when I was living with Cookie, actually. I saw my first ever stream regular on Twitter recently. And I was like, it was like a fun blast from the past. It was like, oh yeah, that's them. And it's a nice feeling to see. And Orange Brian Smith, I remember from like the first Realm experiments. So that's got to be like 6-7 years now. It's a similar thing, but again, it's not about Orange Brian Smith. If I make it about Orange Brian Smith, that could be cynically self-motivated. And even though I actually hope you trust me not to actually break down what is and isn't, I still like to do it myself anyway. Chat, does anyone remember where my first Nether portal went? I think it would be handy to go back there. If I'm being honest. Stream regular, who isn't here, aka traitor. You know, good point, David. You know, everyone else has managed to be here. I see Kit Kat made it in. I see Pout is here. Toy Cat has at one point been in my country, but I never met him. Pat, what country are you from? Is it a good country? I might be back if it is. Okay, I need to quickly check something, chat. So, I did a very important thing. And I did it in a confusing way. So, also it was Storm Very Day, just in case anyone does know it. But my first stream was only 2020. You were covering your mounting in Bedrock. I remember being so jobless and spending hours building my name into every realm experiment. Really, 2020 I was doing realm experiments? In my mind, they were all 2019, and they all stopped before the pandemic. See, look at me, having a poor memory. Toycat lives in the same city as me, and I've never met him. You've never met me that you know of. We could have run into each other today. You wouldn't know, right? You wouldn't know. I mean, unless you've been at home all day. In which case, it's still possible. Just a lot more concerning. So, yeah, I think that we... Oh, God. I don't even know what to do, chat. I don't want to run across the Soul Sand Valley again. But I don't want to... Like, I can't go that way. And I got rid of all those blocks saying they wouldn't ever be useful. Right before I found a great use for them. Oh! There's a Nether Fortress right there. Yeah, I remember there was a bastion right... from when I did an add-on video, like, years ago. There was a bastion right at spawn. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, no. Okay, wait. That's going to be really good. That's really, really good. Chat, yeah! Oh, I love that. Okay, so I need to get down there somehow. I think, honestly, knowing it's down there makes my life a lot harder. If I had a slow-falling potion, chat, my life would be easy-peasy right now. But I don't. And I can't make a boat out of this newfangled wood that I have. So instead I'm going to... Oh, that's a skeleton. Go for it. Okay, leather helmet maybe? No leather helmet. Oh, leather trousers. That's fun. Okay, so let's go down this way. I'm going to be very careful about it. But I reckon I can just bridge my way down. And end up exactly where I want to be. It's so scary when you do that, chat. So I've got 41 Nyaka. That's cool. Yeah, chat, how do I do this? I think I've ended up... I went into a Nether portal at basically the exact right place, which is an amazing coincidence. I would be suspicious of it, but this isn't a good coincidence, I can assure you. It's the worst type of... I wanted to go to a bastion first, chat. I was excited. I want to do, can I take down a bastion? You know, because I always try and I fail. I think it'd be fun today with, like, all this gear that we picked up. I like trying new things. I like learning. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get down where I need to get down. There's, like, glowstone here that might be low enough for me to start bridging onto. But this feels horrifically reckless. Oh, this is horrifically reckless, chat. Okay. So let's just grab our blocks and let's just go crazy with it. let's just go crazy with the geodite. Has Slickett been to Minnesota ever? Also, wait, Pow, it's an okay country. I wouldn't put it on my top tourist destinations, but I'd rather be here than somewhere like the US. Oh, you live in Finland. That's the only explanation. You can staircase down on Bedrock if you move the camera quickly, I think. Oh, I've always wanted to do that. I've never learned properly. How? If you could teach me right here, right now, and or in general, that would be something special. Okay, so that's just over here. So we're just gonna get in a corner. We're just gonna bridge over that. We're gonna use the diamond pickaxe instead of the iron one. We'll just throw that away. I don't need that anymore. Throw away the iron pickaxe. Get out the hay bale. I'm just gonna land on a hay bale, chat, and call that a pro move. That is my plan. I don't see how this could possibly go wrong. Yeah, chat. What? Tell me a single flaw in this vision. I don't think you can. Okay, so we have to just make sure we get somewhere secure. Just so I can run away from stuff if it comes to it. But I don't think I want to run. I think I just want to charge my way right at this thing. Yeah, chat. I don't know how I'm going to survive these wither skeletons. But everything else about this plan is flawless otherwise. Okay, I'm here. So my planks aren't going to catch fire, which is... Oh, no. Okay, those blazes are going to be the death of me. They are actually going to be the death of me. So what I need to do is I need to place more blocks behind where I can be protected. And then like a block over... I don't even know. So I have a bunch of netherrack now. And I've got redwood planks which I should use. They're brand new blocks. They're part of the add-on. If you die, will you restart? Ooh, great question. Let's not die. That's an easier way to address it. Okay, that's a zombie piglin. Yeah, there's just no safe way down there, is there? I'll let the mobs despawn. That's the safe way down. Please don't firebomb me. Please don't firebomb me. Please don't firebomb me. Okay, so the blazes are now gone. So now I just dig a long enough tunnel that the other mobs go away too. And it'll be good. Yeah. Skyward does not burn. Don't try and clutch for a lava bucket. Yeah, it's right next to my hay bale item, which isn't that smart, you might say. But I think it's a great idea. Okay, perfect. So let's run all the way back. And then before anything spawns, we drop one of these down. We make a safe place down there. There we go, chat. Look at this. Flawless decision making. Okay, yes! I made it. We're good. Okay, now we just have to make a secure part of the fortress. Oh no, what's happening here? Okay, we just build it like this. Perfect. Place some more blocks over there. We have done it. Now we just build a little secure spot here. Very important we do that too. Like right behind here. Or in fact, we can remove the blocks for this one. It's the safer way to do these. We just make it like this, so then we can jump it, but mobs can't. Just in case something does spawn behind me. It would suck, and we would deal with it. Boom. Look at me. I've got this. Then we have to get ourselves through here, which means probably the best thing to do is like make some slabs, I would guess. So nether bricks down, crafting table, I don't know, like over here. Actually, wait, no, that's, I see why I can't have, I see why I can't have these blocks here. So we'll remove these blocks as well. Wonderful. Those also, just in case they help. Then we're going to make some redwood planks. Boom. Okay, and then the redwood planks can go in this wonderful space that we've now found. Oh, you can't place a slab. Okay, there we go. Chat. I can now get through to the mobs. This amount of the amount of Nether Fortress deaths and Forget streams is giving me a PTSD right now. Hey, oh, guess who we've just dealt with? Wait, is the piglin angry at me? I am not your enemy, friend. You can be assured of that much. So I'm now going to pick up the Nether bricks and make just a little pile over here. Just something to hide behind, right? Is he angry at me? I feel like he might be. Yeah, look at it. Wow, chat. This guy's mad with me? You're still getting attacked by a skeleton as we speak. Okay, so we have to wait for the skeleton to be able to see me, but basically not without attacking the piglin. Like, 20% me, 80% piglin. There we go. And eventually he'll kill the piglin, and then we can finish him too. Oh, okay. I don't like the way that just did that. But otherwise we're fine. We need to lure the blazes over here, which is tricky. Yeah, chat, this is going to go really good. This is a really smart move we're working on right now. And it has zero potential for downside that I can see. So we're going to now dig into the fortress. Okay, that's scary. That's very scary. I'm going to leave those blocks where they came from. And yeah, we just need to kill every mob that comes our way until some of those mobs are fiery and drop blaze rods. Easy peasy. Don't see what could go wrong here. That's how good it's going. So we'll put a block down there just so we don't get shot. Oh, the way to staircase down is place a block in front of you over a ledge, jump, move the camera up, and then move the camera down as you fall. If you get the moment right, you place a block below. Oh, I gotta practice that. That sounds cool. It's not absorbing in my brain at all. I think I have to do it to get it. I think there's too many Minecraft things that are like that for me. Sadly. That's my first blaze rod, chat. I can't pick it up. But I got it. Let me tell you about it. So we're going to drop, what, like 6 sugarcane? I'll put the sugarcane in the bundle. Let's start bundling some things up. I think that's a good idea. We'll sit here. Thankfully. Oh no, it's caught fire, chat. It wasn't meant to catch fire. Oh no, I picked the wrong block to use. Thankfully, I have real blocks. Yeah, okay, this is I can see why this would look like a poor idea to some people. Oh no, chat. We went to the fire dimension and forgot to use blocks that were fireproof. It is an easy mistake to make for anyone, but it has, of course, left me in a very vulnerable position. Okay, so that should be blaze rod number 2, but he didn't drop one. That's fine. That's fine too. Yeah, we're fine, chat. Everything is fine now, including me. So now I just gotta run this way and go find a blaze spawner. If things get bad, we can just build another one of these. Just like this. Okay. We just build one of those blocks. I mean, skeletons can get through, but nothing else. They're very, very handy. Let me tell you about it. But as I stand right here, now that skeleton is very likely to be hit. There's 4 blazes over there. And eventually he's going to be lit on fire. My shield has plenty of durability. Those blocks didn't subscribe. I mean, apparently not, right? So yeah, it looks like the skeleton is attacking now. We have overextended ourselves a tiny bit, so I'm going to run back just a little bit here. I'm going to place some blocks here and there. And just kind of try and get the blazes interested in us. They should now be walking over here. But should is the key word there. I feel like the worst part of the Nether Fortress is finding it. It says cracked, polished, blackstone bricks. Yeah, I actually quite like this part of the Nether Fortress. I quite like the part where I'm, like, attacking mobs, trying to deal with, like, you know, it's rough because there's fire and there's wither to deal with, but it's fun because it's not just praying to the RNG gods. RNGesus is real. He will save our souls. But I only have to say that because I deal with him so much, you know? Okay, so thank you for coming down, friend. I think it's 2 criticals with the iron to be good. Okay. That's I'm getting out of there. Okay. So it looks like okay, chat. A blaze has spawned in my base now. Meaning we are now being attacked from 2 directions. That is the wither skeleton coming for me. But he spawned behind our wall. That is our one saving grace. We would be dead if not for that. Okay. So this wither skeleton is trying to come for me. But he's not going to succeed. A skeleton got me from somewhere. scary. It's risky, but we're fine. Okay, yeah, we're great. We're great. We'll just walk over here. Get the blaze. No blaze rod. We are now compromised, chat. I repeat, we are compromised. That is why we don't overextend. But as long as we get other mobs to come over here, we'll be fine. But yeah, no never PTSD needed, chat. Oh, I got a wither skull. I have a space for it as well. Okay, put that on the ground. Yeah, chat. I think it's been a while since I've seen this blue item. Look at me, I'm IBX with a cat. I don't think I can make any comments beyond that. The Neb Fortress is one of my A tier structures, but not S tier like the Bastion Ancient City. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people don't realize about structures in Minecraft. Is they're actually geniusly designed. I used to think like, well, but wouldn't it be better if blank, blank, blank? But actually there's a lot of parts of it that are just so good. I don't want to go beyond that point, because then mobs start spawning behind me, and that's no good. How do I get blazes over here, chat? Should I have just gone round to like a better part of the fortress? Yeah, I think I was in too much of a hurry to get here, that I didn't think about where here was. And that is my problem. So yeah, we'll let that guy get over here too. Make sure I've eaten a little bit before he does. And once we get 2 more blazes, we're still gonna have so few blaze rods. Okay. No, I made a gap. Oh, okay. I'm vulnerable. But I got 2 blaze rods, so it's great. Yeah, let's go for the second place. Just lure the blazes in, right? Just get them in here. That's all that matters right now. Is getting the blazes a little closer than before. I'm gonna bring the skeletons in, but if they both drop a blaze rod, we're good to go, chat. We are good, we're happy, and we're alive. Ready to thrive. Could you craft a bow? I've actually got a bow, if you believe it. And I could use the bow instead of the lava. And that might be useful. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna try and attack that blaze through here. Rather than like, oh, blaze rod. Okay, 1 more blaze rod, chat. That guy can't launch fireballs or I'll lose it. Okay, there we go. I got it. Oh no, he went over. I said that would happen. And there we go, chat. Blaze rod 6. You sometimes need a 7, but I don't care. I'll deal with that. Oh, there's a blaze right there. Okay. No, okay. Oh, fine. So I have to like break over to that blaze to let him out of his little self-imposed prison. And then I need to hope he doesn't light me on fire. And then I have to get out of here while there's blazes on both sides, by the way. This is easy. Come get me. Oh, how did you light me on fire? Oh, because of this. No, don't burn my defenses again. So I have to not hit the zombie piglin at all. Can't be hitting that zombie piglin. Okay, please don't break. It's good, it's good. There's no blaze flying up right now. I need a better block that I have more of. Let's just use Nevrac for right now. And I'm gonna, oh, it's, no, Nyaka? No, this is Nevrac. So let's run this way. Let's make a pile. I'm gonna make 2 stacks up. 1 to keep me safe and 1 to, yeah, just like this. Chat, this is genius, I think. I think I've just come up with a genius idea. The double stack. It keeps me safe from mobs. Yeah, and then we're almost back at the top. Place a block over there, just in case. Yeah, wow, chat, I did it. I fought the Nether Fortress. Didn't even burn. Didn't even get withered to death. Didn't even come that close. You just gotta focus sometimes, you know? Anyway, so I would go across the Nether. Yeah, let's go across the Nether to get home, chat. What's the worst that could happen? You got this, TC. Yeah! I did get this. I did got this real good. Yeah, I'm now gonna do my best getting out of this one. Yeah, you're right, actually, David. I've been thinking about it. You know, it's not nice to see someone not in the stream. This is the good context. It's like saying it's nice to see someone is, you know, out hanging out with other friends. And it's like, no, it's not. Once you've stopped being friends with me, you should die. That is not my true opinion. Actually, no, I said I would go through the Nether. I don't know why I started then not. So I think This is the way home. No. This is the way home. No. This is the way... No, that's the way home, chat. Negative X, negative Z. I think it's something like 1,000 and 0, something like that. So I think we're going to go this way, and we'll be out there. I don't love having to cross this whole biome. In fact, I'd be better off going this way, though. You know what, chat? I'm just going to run around in circles until I end up back at the bastion. Because I still need ender pearls if I'm going to beat Minecraft. So we're going to be good. Glad we see eye to eye. There's a perfect comment for our current task in there. Okay, so I can't go down there, even if I want to. That slow falling potion would have been so perfect. Honestly, yeah, the Sky Islands kind of fit into the progression nicely. They gave me a little bonus and a little bit of challenge, though that was kind of self-inflicted challenge. But still, they gave me the challenge, and I kind of appreciate that. Remember, I was mad at Soycat until he died. He died in his hardcore world in his trial chamber. It made me so happy. You know what, chat? I actually don't know the answer to this question. This isn't like a leading question. I know those are fun to give too. But like, do you think is it healthy to be mad at your like a streamer you watch, or is that like is that healthy, or is that like, if you're mad you don't have to watch sort of thing? Because a part of me, like a part of me wants to say like, oh yeah, I'm surprised that you can be actively mad at someone you're choosing to spend your time with. It's like, but then, I think about like, well, there are abusive husbands and they still get showered in love on their birthday, I assume. I've never been, I've never been a abusive husband or a battered wife or anything, but I assume that things work that way. Maybe I assume incorrectly. Also, yeah, we're gonna just continuously batter up our armor and hope that we see our nether portal around here somewhere. YouTube's turning to Twitch, trying to give you advertisements. That's someone that's streaming. Oh yeah, Twitch is so bad for this, by the way. Twitch is horrendous for... I literally... Because I know this is a dumb thing to say, but I turn off adblock for Twitch. I believe in supporting independent creators. But then also the ads are so bad that I don't watch Twitch as a result. I'm like, oh, this is why I don't watch over here. I think that, like, before YouTube Premium was a thing, I still did the same. I think that, like, having principles on stuff always feels a bit weird. But also, it's like, yeah, I think doing slightly weird things is actually, like, not the worst thing in the world. What is life if not a series of weird things you do that would be hard to describe to someone else? So yeah, chat, I don't know precisely where we came in with our portal. And Dasher, I believe, is up to some fun right now. Somewhere in Russia that is not her home. And so without the Coordinate Queen, it's just impossible to know. It's just impossible, chat. There's no way. When I'm mad, I do my part and stop being a member. I never said it was healthy or smart. Treat your streamers with respect. That's right. Never be abusive towards your favorite streamer. You might be mad at them, but maybe they still love you. Please, can you make a texture pack where you save my world from transparency? I don't know. I feel like I just read a series of words that would not have made sense in any other order, either. Coordinate Queen probably sleeping. I don't know if she wants me to share, actually. So I'll say, yeah, maybe. I mean, it is late, to be fair, to give some credit. Also, I feel like I came into a Crimson Forest chat. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly just slide back in my own stream, and I'm gonna find coordinates that way. It was like 10 minutes in, I went to the Nether, and my coordinates were... my coordinates, chat, were... I went to the Nether for such a short time. Okay, minus 32, minus 120. I went a little bit too far. Also, I went massively too far on the Z. So let's go back a little bit. Oh, thank you, Dasher. Sorry, Cat. See, I called you Dasher because you gave coordinates. I don't know anymore. Love, what in the parasocial relationship hell is this? I was comparing it to, you know, no, actually, I think that you should love people in your life, even people you don't. You should love people that you don't love, you know. You know, you don't hear people being out there like, oh yeah, you should like your neighbor. It's like, no, love your neighbor, right? I mean, I actually disagree with loving your neighbor. Chat. One of my hot takes is that I've never had good white neighbors. I've only ever had, yeah, all of the neighbors I've liked in my life have specifically been, interestingly, given the demographics of where I've lived, it's always been black neighbors that have been good. The ones that I've liked being around. My most recent, you know, neighbor was like, oh yeah, let me tell you about the things I've seen, Sonny. And it was like kind of silly, but also it's like, ah, this is wholesome. Whereas, you know, my current neighbor does not like my pet pigeon, chat. It's also, I think it was, yeah, -121 is this way. So we've got enough on the X now, more on the Z. You're not a person, you're just a talking person in my phone. Yeah, I'm definitely not real. To be clear, now, if you're seeing me right here, I don't you know, like, when you close the app, I stop existing. You know, I go to sleep until I get a lot of hours of sleep in a day, until you're next there. Yeah, chat, so I think it's up there. I think up there is where, okay, so we've got to contend with a ghast. Perfect. Was just thinking to myself, it's been a while about a ghast explosion. I think up there, chat. I'll quickly confirm. But yeah, 79. So just up there should be my portal. Let's make a nice staircase up to it. Oh no, oh no. This is not a smart thing to do while you're actively being ghast chased. Oh. I tried to MLG save myself there, but it didn't work. So let's instead just bridge across this gap. If things are going questionably. What even is real though? How do we know we are real? Yeah, how do you know you're real? Chat, I had a dream last night. In the dream, oh no. I had a dream, and in the dream, it was like one of those really long dreams. For some reason, Max Verstappen was my classmate, right? I don't know why I was in school. I don't know why he was in school. I don't know why we were both in school together. Dreams do weird things, and they make you accept that they're real. Such is life. So we actually want to go this way, not this way. We want to go like down this way. And eventually we should find our portal. But anyway, chat, so I had a really long dream like that. And then at the end of the dream, it was like, oh yeah, and guess what? Someone's doing a PowerPoint presentation. And I think what it was is we were watching like, someone had edited their own version of Harry Potter, and it was like a class presentation. And so we watched the entire movie, and then at the very end, like, you know, like 1 hour and 20 minutes, they're like, and here's the edit. And the edit was, they had like taken one of the lines of dialogue and put the word, you know, like instead of we need the stone, it was like, and we need Max. And then that was the entire thing. And chat, first of all, how did your brain come up with that, right? Second of all, in the moment, that felt so real. It is so clearly absurd to describe with the rules of our world, but it felt so real that, like, yeah, this is just a thing that we've got to do. It's a thing. We you know, like, what else would we be doing right now if not this thing? And so I think that is. Also, I'm going to leave this bed here. I'm going to leave this bed here so that I'll respawn by the portal, which is good. We're going to put our blaze rods away, as well as like just some junk. And then that way we can go and defeat the Ender Dragon later. It'll be real good. I bashed my head in a cub thought, therefore I am. So it's like, I've heard stories like this, chat, of like when you go into a coma, or even if you knock your head, I sometimes you get so deeply involved and everything feels so real that when you come back, you're like, ah, I preferred the world where I was in there. And you can never get it back, right? It's not impossible that you will wake up and everything you've had in life so far, because your life seems like it's taken place over a dozen or more years, you know, you're pretty. I don't know how many years of consciousness you have, but presuming you remember from at least when you were like 3 to about now, it's like okay. Okay, let's put some Nevrak away, by the way, and some obsidian and like the gold hoe. There we go. So now we're going to the Bastion, chat. Oh, I feel like there weren't that many of them before. Should we go get a slow falling potion? Nah, I don't need a slow falling potion. Not gonna help me. I wait too many attempts to record this staircase clip, so yeah, let me send it to you. Oh, please do send it to me, pal. I would love to see it. I wanna learn it too. I wanna learn it. I wanna do it. I wanna see it. I feel like I used to be really good at like being ahead of the curve on knowing how to do console edition things. And ever since the move to Bedrock, I've had this like old man, I am just playing Minecraft mentality of the game. I don't retain memories well, therefore I ain't. So look, there we go. There's a Bastion, chat. I've kept some of my goodies behind, but I still have a lot to lose. Let's go do the Bastion to get our good stuff. I'm gonna do great. Due to government subsidies, animal products are 20 times cheaper than their production costs, whereas berries cost a fortune because they have no subsidies. There's a little bit of also like chain of what's it called? Economies of scale. I think economies of scale is one of the most like interesting reasons why it can be like 40p for a can of soup that is better than a can of soup that someone might make for like 5 times that. Okay, chat, this is a Bastion. I'm going to look around for gas before I do a monologue. This is a Bastion, and there are 3 types of, well, there's 4 types of Bastion. The Bridge Bastion has exposed gold. The Magma Cube Bastion, or whatever you want to call it, has the gold in a little cube. There's the Bastion which has it exposed off the back, and then there's one other one, which this must be, because actually, you know, we'll make sure it's not a bridge and I'm not being an idiot. But you can usually spot a bridge right away. So let's just head in. Oh, no, it's this one. It's this one. Oh, dear God. Okay, so I'm safe. I can now drop my lava on these fellas. And I can go for their chests. I assume. Oh, no. So there we go. Burn some piggies alive. Get my life going good. And then we'll break a block like here. And yeah, we want to make like slabs so that we can crawl through, but other mobs cannot. I'm not sure what the best way to do that is. Do I have slabs on me? I do not. So we'll break this block, and then this block, and we'll actually just break through to the chest, and then we'll just open them from there. Look at that, chat. That's gold. I can trade that gold. That's a Neverite upgrade template. That's a bunch of arrows, and that's a gold helmet, which is technically better than the questionable face that I was doing just now. Then we'll break that block and this block, and we'll go in for that chest if we can. So we might have to break that, and then it's just slightly too far away, chat, even to get to the corner of it. And so what do we place blocks there, and then also a Nevrak over here. See, by doing this, we are preventing our... Okay, golden carrots, nice. Iron sword, yes please. Golden axe, no. Crossbow, yeah, sure, why not. And yeah, we got ourselves some gold, and there's probably some more stuff to be gotten if I'm willing to risk it. And you're not sure, let's go risk it, chat. Let's burn him alive first of all. Then let's go burn him alive. There we go, perfect. You love to see it. And then there's 2 more chests for me to get once I do that. So next up, it's you fellas. Oh, it's a scary gap here. We'll have to bridge it. So before we can open the chest, these guys have to die. Sorry about that, friend. Sorry about that other friend. But yeah, we're going to go for these chests just because they're here and they might actually help us. They also give us a better food, which does help us. So what's in there? Gold boots of soul speed. And obsidian. So much obsidian. And gold leggings. And arrows. And actually not that much good. And there's some obsidian in here. And there's a better sword by a lot in here. But it comes with the downside of needing to be repaired sooner. So we'll use the sword until we can't anymore, and then we'll switch. But great, we just got ourselves a Neverite sword, basically, chat. Look at this. Also, yes, this is housing. Yeah, so... Yeah, this is the Yeah, Housing Bastion. It's got the big central zone. So there's a gold block found over there that I've often died going for. But chat, I learned all the Bastion variants recently. And where the gold is in each of those. And let me tell you what I've learned. If you don't see the Bastion exposed visibly on the outside of the structure, and it's not the one with the giant lava rooms, then what you probably have is one of the ones from, like, classic... I remember this was, like, the OG speedrun in the beta Minecraft when they first added trading with piglins. But what you probably have is one of these bad boys. So we're going to make a nice little bridge down here. And I think it's like... I remember I had to practice this so many times, chat. Oh, no, not there. Over there, preferably. I practiced this a bunch of times, mining the gold so I could beat Minecraft as fast as humanly possible. I found it to be a lot of fun. So what we're going to do, we're going to do it again. Of course. So I think it's like here. We dig into the structure. Okay, that's scary. And we're just going to keep on digging around here until we find it. We'll make like a little pillar down. It's going to be like surrounded by just pure black stones. We want to not actually have this be visible. Let's dig like here. Just get away from that cave. And then we're going to find some gold, chat. I don't know if the gold moves fortress to fortress, but I believe every bastion is created roughly the same. Which means if I just move around here, and then poke around to the outside, I should be able to find myself a bunch of gold. Am I too high up still? I don't think so. I think I'm too high left. I think I'm too far right. I think I'm going to be more left in the structure. There's a big ring of gold in here, chat. I am going to find the big ring of gold. Sometimes I forget he can actually play Minecraft. Yeah, I have a lot of fun on the streams. Like, just really going, let's see what happens. So I'm way too low down now. Yeah, I've been playing Hollow Knight Silksong recently, chat. It's been really hitting my it is too hard spot. It's made me a better Minecraft player, because I'm actually thinking about games as I'm playing them now. Whereas I've been doing a lot of speedrunning before that, like playing Trackmania. Where it's just like, do the thing. Like, relying on a lot of instinct. Whereas it's like, it's nice to have a nice little thinky think. Okay, chat. I thought I knew where the gold was in the Bastion. I do not know where the gold is in the Bastion. It is around here somewhere. There is a nice big collection of it that can be found. Just not by me. It could be that it's way more... Hey! We found it! No, we found a gold block. Okay, so look at this, chat! He's not mad at me yet. He will be soon when he learns what I'm about to do to him. Okay, so you are just going to have to get out. You know, perfect. Then we're going to have to, like, secure the gold. It turns out we dug into a cave when we did this. Not great, so close that off. And then we'll place a block, like, right behind us. Okay, now we can mine the gold. And get this right, chat. Now I have... Okay, I'll put the coal away. Now I've got all of this gold all to myself. I'm not actually picking up any blocks yet, so... I've angered everyone in the Bastion, but I got 6 gold blocks out of it. And just so I know, actually, how far left and how far down are we? Oh, I'm very scared about the Bastion. So, for the down question, we are 2 blocks above the surface. And for the left question, we are... What is this, like 5 blocks inside of the Bastion? So that's all we need to be to get this. Good for me. Yeah, so I'm going to now try and get up and out of this without dying, even though there's a bunch of angry piglins in there. 6 gold isn't as many as I remembered. I remembered it being like 8. But yeah, we did it, chat. It's a lot of gold. Just leave with your money. You know, but if I left with my money, who would I trade it with? It's like, why be a millionaire and retire and live in the woods? There's no way to spend your money in the woods. Absolutely no way. You gotta live somewhere that the money can turn into fun things. And where do you live for that? The answer, we're gonna go into the city, do some trading. Yeah, this is a little bit daunting, But it's working, chat. It is working. So I'm going to guess we can actually trade with some piglins over here. So we actually are going to go into the middle of nowhere and just hope that someone comes by to sell us things. And if they don't, then I haven't thought that far ahead yet. But I've got plenty of gold. I've got 70. That's like enough to do some trades. Really, I'm going to have to go back to that. I'm going to have to go back to the Crimson Forest at some point, it seems like, right? I've got a bow. I should just flip that out. Let's do some crossbowing. I've got plenty. And so I don't really mind missing this many shots in a row. Also, it's interesting that a crossbow kills a ghast in one hit. Is that normal? Let's check. No. Okay, you'd already been hit by one of those. Oh, that is so weird, chat. What just happened? Oh. Man, they should add Dominic the Donkey to Minecraft. They should. I don't know what Dominic the Donkey is, but I still agree. I'm still on board of your idea, David. When I find out, I might be even more on board, you know? Not impossible that that's true. It isn't also impossible that I become less on board, so we gotta consider that possibility. Speaking of possibilities, chat. Okay. I think I'm just gonna jump. I think this is silly given all the work I just put into coming up. But let's come down into this place where there are hopefully no piglins around. I mean, where none of the piglins that remember what I did around, at least. And let's start trading with them, I guess. Yeah, as long as there's no brutes here, and if there is a brute, we'll just burn the brute alive. Okay, that's a brute over there. He should be easy to burn. Any other brutes? Not that I can see. Okay, so let's give him a good burn before he even notices me. There we go. Nice, good burn, chat. Anyone else coming? Oh, he's still coming. That's who. Okay, now we just put a big pile of gold down and get some trading done. So, go get. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, we're going to leave him like that for as long as possible. And then hope that the trading doesn't go into the lava. Hey, arrows. Okay, so now there are chests that I need to open, but they'll make piglins mad. So we'll try not to do that for now. But we'll replace this with some gold ingots. Come over here, friend. Look, there's gold in my hand. Follow the golden trail, I tell you. So I think I can leave the gold on here safely. Oh, and there's another brute. Okay, burn him alive too. Oh, ender pearls! Perfect. Exactly what I'm looking for. And I've got a space for them. What a rare treat in my current inventory management. Okay, so then once we get enough piglins in one space, we can even start... okay, so we can then start mining the gold blocks even. Actually, chat, what happens if we open a chest? Does that make them mad too? I've never considered. Also, wow, so many golden carrots. Okay, so just get a bunch of piglins involved. Hey, yeah, we started the chain reaction, chat. We made them mad, and so they all came to me, and now that they are mad and have all come to me, they can start trading. Perfect, just what I want to see. We can burn them all later or something, but for now, I've got most of the problem solved. Then, I definitely saw a gold block, chat. Do you remember seeing a gold block? There he is. Okay. So then we mine this fella. And we'll bring him over into the pile. There's so much trading being done that I'm going to need like an escape route planned. I think this one should do nicely. Definitely check what's in there. Oh, snout trim. That's so rare, chat. In all my long-term worlds, I need that. Why am I getting it right here? I do not know. But let's just throw that into the pile. See if we got any ender pearls resulting from this. Okay. Drink the fire resistance potion. Actually, now that I've got the fire resistance potion, I can just burn everything, right? Yep, okay. Easy peasy. We did it, chat. We traded all of that, and we ended up with 3 ender pearls. Was it worth it? Factually, no. Yeah, as it turns out, all of what I just learned, everything that's gone well in that, I might as well have just been killing Enderman for the returns I was getting. But, you know, nice idea anyway. Oh, so much obsidian. I can make so many portals now, chat. I've got 4 gold and another golden apple, which is just great. Oh yeah, got my lobster roll, says Miss Pat Van Driver Lady. Hey, congrats! I actually just got a bunch of lobster rolls. I had a very, very good trip out of it, actually. I went to the lobster roll capital of Canada. A place where even oh, I got free dried ghasts. A place where even McDonald's does lobster rolls sometimes. Not that I've seen though. You know, the McLobster roll is like clickbait. Like, do you ever hear about like, oh, McDonald's does pizza? It's at one location if you live in Orlando. Don't you live in Orlando? Wow, like 99.99% of the human population. Guess there's no such thing as a McDonald's pizza then. You know, I wonder if people feel that way about seeing Minecraft features, and then it turns out they're just in the preview, and it's like, well, I'm not playing the preview. But at least when it's in the preview, you know it's coming to the base game later. But if, you know, McDonald's Orlando is never coming to the UK, the McLobster roll is never going to be found there. But even worse is the fact that, like, the McLobster roll is limited to just this one region of Canada, and then within that one region of Canada, they don't do it most of the time anyway. It's like the McRib. And it's like, okay, definitely feel clickbaited by that. Does anyone have? Oh, it's the it's the person. We got the same person complaining about the texture pack. Oh, you're talking about the transparency and the accessibility thing. It's like there's still chances for it to change before it rolls out to the main version. That's what I hope we give our feedback for. Polly E says, do you know if they're looking to fix the painting bug anytime soon? Oh, Polly E, I have the answer for you. I did the looking, so I was like, surely we should be expecting a bug fix. They fixed it in one of the 1.10 betas. So in 1.21.110 rolls out in 2 weeks, it'll fix the paintings. So when you get copper golems, paintings should also not be broken anymore. Should it have taken that long? Should that have been the catalyst? Different question, different answer. But yeah, hopefully that's useful for you to know, Polly E. Okay, let's put some redwood planks down, make a nice little one of these. And then let's look that Enderman in the eye. Damn it, it's too late. He's gone. This must not be a good area for attacking them. For whatever reason. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Let's use our orange planks now, which I will maintain do have a questionable name. Okay, attack him, look at him. I saw an Enderman over there too. I want to go crazy on this one, chat. I want to attack as many Endermen as possible. And we're going to put our ender pearls down here. Oh, we got an ender pearl already. Nice. You coming back? You coming here? Yeah, I think a nice sharpness sword, chat. I think that's all you need. Having all this piglin trading nonsense, it's good for speedrunning, but like it's a high variability thing. Chat, something I think about a lot when it comes to like planning things for people is how much people don't mind something being worse if it's predictable. You know how I was just talking about like the economies of scale of like a 40p can of soup? Or like McDonald's. McDonald's is great because it's predictable. It's not the best food you'll ever have, but it is great food. And great food that you can have anywhere in the world is actually a surprisingly useful selling point. Okay. Same reason that Wetherspoons is popular in the UK. It's affordable and it is good. How good is not a question most people care about. I like having experiences. Oh, wow. Look at this, chat. This is going so well. This is like as well as you could ever hope for. Minus that, obviously. It's about as well as you could ever hope for. Okay, we're going to keep looking at him. Keep letting him die. Oh, he teleported into a cave down there. We are good. Pout says, I hate the transparency changes and the disgusting marketplace button placement in the pause menu. I'm not a fan of the ladder screen effect since it impacts Neverbind. Yeah, so I really do think someone needs to have a chat with Mojang about that, and sadly it's like above the pay grade of like what a YouTuber can do. You need like a senior business manager to be like, oh yeah, we think that like making the marketplace feel like a premium option and not a forced on you every turn option is important. Minecraft succeeds because they could have monetized like every other mobile game, but they're not monetizing like every other mobile game. That is a selling point, not a downside. Someone needs to have that chat, but they're not going to listen to it when a YouTuber has it. I think this is something, you know, like, this is the thing about Minecraft. They will make less money on microtransactions per person than many other games, but they will have players that want to come back a whole bunch. If they sell add-ons, like, I think this one is fine. It doesn't have that much of a soul to me. It's a bit like wonky. But, you know, like, I think there are some add-ons we played where it's like, yep, this one exists. And, you know, like, every time someone buys one of those, especially if they bought it because Minecraft is like, hey, you want some add-ons, right? Trust us, you want some add-ons. Then that's the whole thing. When I'm building a sugarcane farm, it's really good. Yeah. But yeah, I think Minecraft is going down a new path of just making changes they think that they don't even think people would care about massively. Okay, ooh. By the way, just got my bag of ketchup from McDonald's for a break. What do toy cats go to McDonald's? So here's the thing. I think I've been price conscious too much of my life to have a go to McDonald's order. I think when times are good, I love a good Big Mac meal. I love a good... I think that's... Well, actually, when times are good, I like to try the fancy... I like to try their new burger, right? Their signature... Right now, it's the... I think they just moved from the Big Arch, and they've got something else going on in there. But when times are good, I love to try one of those. When times are, like, not so good, you know, I love a... you know, like a Big Mac and fries that you get from filling out the survey on there. It's £2.99 and it's great. It will fill you, and it is delicious. Oh, the game is lagging again. Oh, it's interesting. The Never doesn't lag when we switch dimensions now. It's the Overworld that does. Okay, is it better? It is mildly better. Am I lagging? Oh, Toy Cat lag. Another ad while you're talking about the intrusive advertising of features. Yeah, it sucks that yeah, it really sucks. There's actually a button I can hit here that will say aggressively ads, but that isn't a choice in there. Although it does look like I can take back the control on when mid-roll ads appear in streams, for what it's worth. Oh no, it does not like that. But yeah, the best McDonald's is the one you get with a voucher. Oh yeah, exactly right. I love the chicken tenders. Oh yeah, it's been so long since I've had chicken selects. I think that is my go-to. If money were no object, I'll get 5 chicken selects. Oh, they're so good. And like 5 chicken selects and a McFlurry, I think. I think that's got to be it. So chat, I want to trade with this wandering trader. See what he's got for me. Oh, I can sell him hay bales. And then I can buy wood, or I can buy moss, or I can buy podzol. Chat, I really need these podzol blocks in my Sky Glue series. It's a shame that I get them here, but this is the fun thing about playing Minecraft this way, isn't it? Recently, I normally get the McCrispy chicken burger meal. Ooh, McCrispy chicken burger. That sounds pretty good. Okay, so is there no banner in this village? I guess there's the ability to get banners. Chat, I'm gonna go and defeat the end boss now. We all know what I'm talking about when I say that, of course. There's no room, there's no space needed, there's no ambiguity on what we need to do. Just got my preventing discrimination and harassment training at work. Who wants to do it for me? Oh, I would love to do that for you, David. I accept. You know, are you trying to harass me into doing it for you? If so, I think there's a training program you should maybe do for that. I don't have them as my local McDonald's closed, and I'm not going 15 minutes away from it. Oh, 15 minutes away. How terrible. I don't think I've ever had a McDonald's closer than like 10 minutes. But also never further than like half an hour. I think they're in that sweet spot for as much of the population as they can be. So let's put these away. Also these. I'm not going to use them as much as I'd like to. Then let's make one of these. And then chat, this is the funny thing, no matter how many times I do something, I always have to check it in the book here. So we want 3x3 sand, 3x3 sandstone, and so we need 14 sandstone and 9 sand. How much sandstone do I have? Okay, we got this. Let's do it. So sand, I'll recheck actually. Sand, sandstone, sandstone. Okay, so we actually have to find a beach as well. So is this a beach? This is probably not a beach, actually. Beach biomes are such a weird one in Minecraft. But I will find a beach. Is this a beach? It might be a beach. Mojang was like, players don't need to be able to access settings quickly, but they need to be able to enter the marketplace. I'm telling you, Pau, this is an important function in society. Because a lot of people want to pretend that money is a secondary thing that just happens by itself. But at the same time, there are lots of people whose job it is basically is to have those, like... So we've got a 3x3 base of sand here, right? Okay, we'll still place it up, actually. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll place our sandstone. That's a bundle. On top of this one. We should be pretty well prepared for this fight, chat. It's meant to be an early game one. Then we'll put this down. And then we'll put this right on top. Ah! Oh no, chat. What is happening? Do you see this? Oh, I seem to have summoned a lobstrosity. Okay, so my plan is to... No! Oh! My plan is to get this with mostly ranged weapons. Okay. Oh, he's sanding me right now. Okay. 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 I got a sharpener sword, so I can really power some damage into it if I want to. Okay. Okay. Crossbow. Give it another charge. Oh no. Too little of a charge. We need to get some distance. We need to use that to our advantage. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm just making a little pile and I'm hanging out on top of it. Let's go. Ah, rock lobster. You know, if only there was some way I could have prevented that lobster from spawning, chat. Oh no, oh no. Okay. Okay. We got it. And so you know what we get now, chat? As always, like usual, we get a head if we want one. This is a very fun head. But also we get some lobster meat, which is perfect. Because you know what we can do with lobster meat? You know what we can do with lobster meat. We can make ourselves a lobster roll. Actually, do I have the bread? I need a couple of other ingredients first. So I'm going to need to get myself some cooked lobster meat and some rabbit, or a mushroom, or some glowberries. I think the mushroom's probably the easiest of the three, but we'll go cook it up right now. It's a mod, says Antonia. Yeah, I wave a bread roll in front of it. I'm just saying, is it cruel to kill an animal solely so that you can make a delicious lobster roll? No. But if it was, then I should feel a little bit bad. So let's see if we can use the orange planks in a furnace, chat. Oh, you can't. So instead I'll just throw this in there. Cook up that lobster meat real good. It's a 56-mile drive to my local Mackey's. Oh, that you live very remote, Pickled Witch. I mean, you already know that, hopefully. But yeah, at that point, there's no value in McDonald's. If it's not even the local place anymore, why even bother with the place? So I'm gonna put the Netherite upgrade away. I don't think I'm gonna use that. It would be fun too, but I don't have Netherite. We say hi to the lobsters at the store every time. At what point is that cruel and not cute? Anyway, let's I've got my cooked lobster meat now, chat. But before we use it, we're obviously gonna... So I'll eat one now. No, I won't. I can't bring myself to. You know, I'll eat one, chat. This is my cooked lobster meat. It's already a decent food by itself. But we all know it needs to be in a roll with some delightful changes. You playing on an Xbox or a PC? What do you think? Wait. Does this answer your question? Because it shouldn't. I mean, actually, that technically does answer your question, just not in the way that seems immediately obvious. So let's just make ourselves 12 IF Enders. No, let's not go for 12. Let's go for, like... If I'm not mistaken, the stronghold is below this village. Because we're far enough out that it would make sense, but we'll see. Yep, directly under here. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Thank you. Could theoretically lock us if that didn't go so well. Now let's break down. He's playing on his Switch too. I should play some more Minecraft on the Switch too. See, I'm just going to assume that there's no lava for me to fall into. It's a bad assumption. Could get me killed. But I'm going with it anyway. I'm going with it anyway. It went from being 3 months to my house to 19. That's too large for me. Yeah, there is a funny thing of like McDonald's is like a great option to have, but not much beyond. Like it's a wonderful option to have there. I think there's a lot of things though that become options for people and then they stop caring. I think this is what happens to like boutique stores, chat. Have you ever tried to go to it? Like everyone loves having like a boutique store in the town. It's like a real like, oh yes, did you know there's a store just for hats in this town? You're like, wow, a hat only store. And you go in there, it's like every item is ludicrously priced because they've done the maths to pay, you know, $2,000 of rent when they only sell 40 hats a month. They need to make $50 a hat. But then when they're making $50 a hat by selling $80 hats, it's like, well, what are we going to do with $80 hats? No one's going to buy them. So we actually only sell 20 hats a month. So we need to make $100 in margin per hat or whatever it is. And the economics get crazier and crazier. The Toy Cat Boutique. This is kind of a boutique stream, is it not? You're not going to find a lot of streams like this. You could hop onto the most viewed stream right now, but you are not going to get an in-depth discussion about what it means to even be alive and the fact that you only have a limited number of brain cycles. And we're all wasting those brain cycles together right now, chat. Let me tell you, you're not going to see that anywhere else. Okay, so how do you make vids or stream on Xbox? Really great question. No, it's one of those tricky ones to give a really good answer to. I think starting streaming if you only have a console and don't have a PC is like, I don't know, man. You maybe, but at a certain level of like bad tech, your talent really needs to shine. You need to have like a minimum level of like quality to make things work. The only platform where that wasn't true in recent memory is TikTok. And even then, now it's at the point where like, yeah, you're not going to go viral on TikTok for dancing. No one's going to see your silly dances. I know it's the thing to dance on TikTok, but actually, oh yeah, it's going to make the last of these into torches. Oh, God damn. Make the last of these into torches. Put the torches over here with the cobbled deep slate. And chat, I don't think the stronghold is down here. I don't know at what point I give up though. I wouldn't want to lose my brain cycles if anyone else in the world. Ah, thank you, Continue Doc. I don't think it's this far below the ground. I'm like 99% sure that we just missed it somehow. But I don't know where we would have missed it, you know? I don't know where we would have. So, yeah, every Toy Cat stream is in fact a boutique stream. 189 people and you call it boutique? Oh yeah, 189 people is small in the big stream. Like, I don't know, like, it's the same way that, like, in the business world, you've got, like, say, let's use restaurants, because I love food. You've got the McDonald's and the Subways and the Mixus or whatever of the world. You've got restaurants that have tens of thousands of chains. Each of those chains expect to sell hundreds of items a day. So you're talking about, like, literally millions of people a day eat McDonald's. And then you've got places that are, like, medium-sized chains. Like, I don't know, like a TGI Fridays or something. Where they'll sell, like, a tenth as many because they sell fewer per person and there are fewer locations. But they're still very big, even though they're a tenth the size of McDonald's. And then you've got people on the bottom end where it's like, oh yeah, there are street food vendors in Vietnam. Some of my favorite like food I've ever had has been a street food vendor in Vietnam. But there are street food vendors in Vietnam that sell, you know, like 20 meals a night. And they call, you know, they do it in 4 hours and they call that a day. Now, obviously, you know, that's like the equivalent of like a really, really small streamer on YouTube. Like, now, obviously, those people still exist. So you're not going to, like, you could argue that's the most boutique food experience. But actually, the most boutique food experience, like, boutique is kind of like, yeah, you're still specialized. It's still to a large number of people. But, you know, like, it's a very niche theme or piece of content. Like, I would argue, nowadays, there's, like, a few more people who make Minecraft news videos. But that was, like, the way in which the channel was boutique. It was focused all about Minecraft news. Which is something a lot of YouTubers didn't like to do because it's very, like, time sensitive. You You have to get, like, one of the things I had to do is get good at making a video quickly. I didn't have all of the time to make the video, so I'm gonna dig upwards this way, just to see if we end up in the stronghold, you know, by chance. Chat, it might be there's no stronghold down here. Yeah, it's not this close to the surface. What is on your head? Thank you for asking. It's called hair. It's a thing humans have been trying recently, you know, last few 100,000 years. And the more hair you have, the more attractive you are to a mate, because it shows you being healthier for longer. So just remember that next time someone tries to tell you that hair is bad for you. Cooking with the Cat, location's opening near you soon. Yeah, actually, chat, I think I want to do a Cooking with Toy Cat live stream. I had a whole thing planned. Like, I bought steak and I bought beetroot. I was going to make beetroot soup and steak for the member stream. Obviously, I'm not going to do that now. You know, you guys failed. We didn't hit our member goal. It was a really great stream, though. But he meant the lobster head. Oh. Anyway, it's... I agree with the more hair, more attractive statement. Yeah, no one is ever like, oh yeah, if only this person was bold, if only they looked like an eagle, they would be more appealing to me. People just do not say that. David can back that up. So, yeah, I think what's interesting though is that lost my train of thought. It's gone. Yeah, like boutique is kind of like this niche little thing. But it still has to be a certain scale. Because, like, when you go to a street market, there's lots of... You know what, chat? There's no stronghold. GG. I can't believe the stronghold was next to spawn. And it's the hardest part of this run. But if you believe it, it is. Now, there are some people out there that need to go bold. Hey, I found it! It's not meant to be exposed in strongholds. I mean, in caves. But we're in. Please be the end portal. It's not the end portal. It's going to take me a while to find it too. But that's fine. So make some torches. Let's only place torches on the left side, chat. I'm going to use that. I've always heard this piece of advice, and I instinctually don't follow advice. But it's been long enough now, I haven't heard anyone say it, that I can do this. And not feel like I'm going horribly wrong. Okay, left side only, chat. Left side only. So this is going to be the spawn staircase. Yeah, it's the spawn staircase. Okay. So, chest. It doesn't really matter to me, but it's nice to have another sword and some more bread, I guess. Plus a place to dump out some stuff. Then what do we got down here? Oh, a library. Oh, yeah, that is in fact a library. It's a weak hold. Yeah, it is in fact a weak hold. Okay, so impaling. No, I'm breaking. Ooh, I'm breaking. Main of arthropods. Love it all. Not going to use the door. Imagine he finds the end portal and just ends the stream right there. Ah, that would be terrible. Imagine someone doing that. You'd give people such blue balls. People would not like that at all. And you know how much I hate doing things that are... Oh, another ender pearl. You know how much I wouldn't like that. I hate when people don't like things. I specifically don't go very far out of my way to do it. Anyway, yeah, I always love a good burger. I had one of my favorite burgers recently. It had like jalapeno cream cheese, some chorizo in there. It was really, really, really good. I'm thinking about it still, chat. My favorite like go-to like chain burger it's called Honest Burgers. If you live in the UK, if you don't live in the UK, then I guess I just said nonsense. I like a burger that doesn't lie to me though, you know? Like there's a lot of people who will lie to me. You know, that's understandable. That's life sometimes. Life involves lying to people you care about. Is what the business world seems to think. But okay, so we're running on the left now, and then there's torches on my left. Is that a creeper? It was. So chat, let's get real close to the creeper and show you how it doesn't turn invisible. Isn't that fun? See, I like this stronghold a lot. It's like exposed in caves. It's really good. Oh, I like this torch a lot. I like that one less. So yeah, we're going to find the end portal soon. I'm like sure of it. It's just a matter of time. Okay, so a knockback sword is actually a bad thing for everyone but the Ender Dragon. But it's okay, I can roll with it. Yeah, I don't think I'm finding the dragon, chat. Maybe there isn't a dragon to find anymore. Maybe there's no end portal. Oh, maybe down here. What we got? We got something? No. Yeah, so, I personally like Ohana's burgers. I'm glad you like the burgers from Ohana. Ohana sounds like an Irish name, but also maybe a Hawaiian one. I don't know which of those vibes I'm meant to be getting. But I'm definitely getting it. That. Every time I see a torch around a corner, I'm like, it's got to be the end portal, and then it's not. It's always one of these. So let's now start closing off the place as we go through it. Once we're absolutely sure that there is no end portal, we'll use some blackstone to signify that. I don't really want to be killing that many zombies. It's kind of just a waste of my time. So instead, as we run up, we put a little close sign and we say, not over there. And then have we been down all of these paths now? Okay, it's tricky. Have we been down here to the end? Yes, we have. That's closed. I think this is something you just have to do in strongholds to have any chance of maintaining your sanity. You gotta go down every one of the little branching paths. Check they all don't go somewhere. And when they end like this, you place a block. And when every single one in a pathway ends up, you close it up and you say, not going there anymore. Oh, rest of the stream is the search for the portal. Yeah, you can spend a lot of your life doing this. I think you just have to approach it in like this Zen mode of like, the point of the stronghold is to be a maze. If you are amazed by it, then it is doing its job perfectly. This is a dead end, right? There's no stronghold portal on the other side of this that I can see. I'll put a block there and a block there. So then that means this is a dead end. And is everything else that's gone down here a dead end? I don't think so. What about down here? I think we just did down here. And unless that goes somewhere. Oh, it might, chat. Nope. It goes to this whole thing, which goes to nothing. So, haven't been there. Oh, haven't gone down here yet, but it's nothing. Have gone down here, and it's nothing. Oh, except there's something behind this wall. Is it the end portal? No, it is not. Then you spend like 20 minutes once searching for it. Yeah, I remember when I was speedrunning, it'd be the most frustrating thing to get to the end portal and be like, okay, well, who's to say how this generated? Not me, that's for sure. I get place a block there. Have we gone down all of the corners? Yes, we have. Which means that this whole path is a dud. So what about this next one? This is nowhere, apparently. This is going somewhere, though. Okay, this is promising, chat. Haven't been here yet, which means it could have good things. So down this pathway, run. No! Okay. Yeah, that went bad, I would say. If I'm trying to judge it honestly, not great. And we'll just run on the left here. What's down the hallway? There's just this down the hallway with some iron leggings, which could be an upgrade, but not worth it right now. So close that off. Close this off. Maybe break that to make it less unclear. And then it's going to be down one of these, chat. If I haven't been here yet, nope. If I haven't been here yet, it's got to be here. This one. Okay, down the hallway. Open the door. Open the door. And there's nothing. Maybe, though, if we really believe in ourselves, like it could be like down here, maybe. This could be the stronghold room. Oh, wait, actually. Chat. See, that's why you've always got to just dig when you see parts of a stronghold that confuse you. So I didn't bring a bed with me, chat, so it's one shot. I've either got to defeat the dragon or accept that I'm not defeating the dragon. Oh, it's got 3 eyes in it. Perfect. And that means I get 9 ender pearl, or 3 ender pearls to keep for myself. Beautiful. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today's live stream. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Because this is the end. Bye. Okay, so, hopefully that's long enough to fake out enough people. You love a good classic fake out end. I know you do, chat. But for real, if I do die, the dragon doesn't get defeated. I might be the first person to beat Minecraft for the More Biomes add-on. If we use this Browse Add-ons button in-game, you can actually see that it only has 30 reviews. Well, you would be able to see that if it worked. Which means, you know, there's some number of hundreds of people who have played it so far. How many of those people are going to be beating Minecraft with a Biomes add-on? Probably not many. So chat, we're going to see if we can be the first people to beat this add-on, or the first people to not. To make sure it stays as new as possible, we'll get out our new items. I had some raccoon meat earlier, but now I don't. And yeah, I've got this lovely crossbow that I need to get out instead of the cooked lobster meat. Love me some lobster meat, but I'll wear this instead. So yeah, chat, this is the head of the lobstrosity, which is... Oh, I didn't get any mushrooms, which means I can't make a lobster roll today. Terrible. Okay, so... Let's... Oh, there we go. Nice. Yeah, I'm loving the way it's all coming together today. I knew you'd do that, said Continued Oak. Ah, I'm too predictable. Means next time I actually have to end the stream that way. Make sure that people don't feel like I'm gonna come back. You know, you gotta earn that stuff. Okay, so we want to shoot through the head. Make sure we activate that critical spot. Haven't activated it yet, chat. Okay, so we're gonna go through the neck. I'm trying to go through the neck to hit this. Up there. There we go, we did it. And then we're gonna go through it again just to make sure. We've definitely hit it at this point. Yeah, look at that. Double damage. Sorry if you're going deaf right now. Minecraft be like that sometimes. We're gonna eat a golden apple just to improve my odds. And we're gonna take down as many of these towers as we can. Even though ultimately, I never take them all down on Bedrock, because why would you if you don't need to? Yeah. Okay, so that's a tower up there. What else is there? I don't even know. Let's get some criticals. Yeah. Real good criticals, apparently. See, there's a tower up there that I think I could probably get if I really tried. I think I just did. Nice. Yeah, chat. I think this is the easiest dragon fight I've done in forever. Oh, whoa! Look at that. That's a unique end kill, I gotta say. Yeah. And we get to keep more of the XP, because it doesn't go through there. So, that is technically a full playthrough of Minecraft, with boss blitz, which we didn't really use outside of the dragon fight, and more importantly, the More Biomes book, or the More Biomes add-on. This is still quite bad as a Biomes add-on, but it's decent if you're looking for new building blocks that happen to spawn around your world. I'm looking forward to seeing its V2 version, for sure. And I think that you should be as well, alongside the whole host of other... I think it's like Realism Craft. When it comes out, not that good, but then a whole host of other add-ons come out around it, and then maybe it will get better in the end. For now, though, what an easy peasy dragon fight. I love it. Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm gonna go start working on tomorrow's video now, so have a great day. Goodbye. Then I'm gonna play some Hollow Knight. It's gonna be great. Good evening. Wait, good morning. Good evening.